Here. All right. That looks a little better. All right. Hello, everybody. Happy Shatterdaze once again. I have returned as everyone knew I always would. So, cheers, everybody. Hopefully, everyone's doing good. I'm hanging in there. That's all we can do, right? So, spicy Dorito. Sup, indeed. Just blazing on some. This is Citrix, grown by my mom. My mom grew this. Hooked me up with a little. So, wherever you're at, Mom, she doesn't watch the show, but thanks for fucking growing weed and giving me some. My broke ass had to fucking bum some pot off my mom. Ugh. Let's see here. I have a lot of plants going on, but none of them are going. So, spicy Dorito. Some lady I met invited me to come live on her property in Vermont. Doesn't sound bad. For free. Kind of want to do it and go live in the woods. Hey, that's my ultimate goal, is to get the fuck away from everybody. This is fine. I like being here or whatever, but I'm done with people and stuff. Just me and the kitty. Liam. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday indeed. Good to see everybody. I haven't been on that much. I've been in the band. For those who don't know, joined the band Condemned to Burn. I'm the vocalist in that band, and I've been doing fucking practices. I did a show, I think, the Saturday before last, so I've been really busy among everything else. So, Spicy, she's trying to form a community that I can live. I can live live that life. I have often thought the exact same thing. I would love to do that. Granted, most of the community I want to live with are my family. Here's Dad or Kitty, if you can see her. I want to be with like my mom, my girlfriend, my grandma, my mom, my girlfriend's mother, yeah, my sister, her kids and shit. I would like to have enough property out in the mountains. Look at that kitty there. Look at that kitty there. I would like to have enough property in the mountains one day to get a bunch of trailers, or even small houses. Start with trailers and build up from there. And have like a main house, a community house where we all cook and do our thing, and then have our own trailer so we all like live separate but together. That's the goal. It's hard to do, mostly because it's a huge investment. But if I was a multimillionaire, I probably would have already done something like that. Start the cult of cannabis up in the mountains. Grow a bunch of pot. See if we can do it for legal. We can legally do it for religious beliefs. Liam, sign me up. And you know what? Something I always have thought of in my head is I was really lucky to be born in Denver. In particular Colorado. I think it's I've looked around America quite a bit. I've driven from East Coast to West Coast roughly. Tons I haven't seen. Tons of places that I like, and I love a lot of places out there. But Denver is in the mountains in particular. If you can't see the fucking mountains, it's not Colorado to me. You know what I mean? You can drive like hours south. It takes hours. You can drive 5 hours in this fucking state and still be in it because of all the windy ass fucking mountainy roads. But you can drive forever and still be in it. And eventually you get to a point where you can't see the mountains. And I'm like, well, they should have just fucking made that the boundary of Colorado. When you can't see the mountains anymore, just cut it off. But yeah, going to the mountains is what I want to do. And that pretty much is a very simple version of my idea of what I've always kind of wanted. Who knows how it'll end up? Spicy, yeah, I know how. Yeah, low key love the Northeast. Yeah, that's well, no, I haven't checked out the Northeast much. Northwest, I've checked out. I've never been out west, but I'm up in the mountains and I love it. Uh, I so I had always thought that I had been on tour and been able to check out this whole country for free and got paid while doing it, even if it was at small bars. Uh, it's not out of the realm of possibilities, but I don't know how my future's going. I have some neck problems, so yeah, shit's been fucked with me to be 100% honest. Why don't you come here? I can't talk to anybody with all this fuzz. This is how they are all the time with me. He just watches me. If I pick up the guitar or something, he'll sit there and bat my fucking hand. And she's jumping all over me. And they just love to see you guys, is all. Now you're biting me? You giving me love bites? She's like, you're going to pet me or I'm going to bite you. Fucking cat. All right. Well, I love the kitties. Yeah, here's to one day getting the fuck out of here and doing what you want to do. At least I know what I want to do, and that's huge. I found that my stepdad's retired now, and he's having a little hard time just figuring out what to do. And by the time you're retired, it's hard to do the things you want to do if you don't plan for them very well. So I'm trying to think a lot about that shit. I know the mountains is actually a very hard life when you're older, but I think it's totally fucking worth it, dude. It's a hard life in the city, dude. So Liam, Ziggy plays the guitar. No, Ziggy played guitar, jamming good with Weird and Ely and the Spiders from Mars. I don't know if it's Ely. Some weird names there. He was once in a band called the Spiders from Mars, Mr. Ziggy. But he took it all too far. And but boy, could he play guitar. All right, guys. Whoa, you're gonna knock everything over. She is in a lovey mood all of a sudden. Whenever I do the show, they're like, is it treat time? That's probably what it is too. Are you gonna give us love and treats and talk about us? So the cats are doing good. That's a big thing. Everything's been okay. It's okay. I feel like every time I'm handed something good, I'm kicked in the nuts right afterwards. So it's a little rough. But with a kitty like that, I mean, how can you go wrong? Look at that kitty. Ziggy just wants food. She just wants love. Uh, she's the sweetest cat I've ever fucking known. Liam, have you not heard Ziggy played guitar? I've heard the David Bowie song Ziggy Stardust, and Ziggy played guitar. Oh, and now it's Fuzz Vision. You get to enjoy some kitty. Is there a something else to that I don't know? It's very possible. Yeah, you're just a cool kitty. Oh. All right. Well, let's go ahead and hey, it's hooked on phonics. And there's Panda Love. Yeah, no joke. She's the panda. She'll always be the panda. That's what she does best. Is be a panda. I wish you could hear how loud she's purring too. She's a purring. All right. Well, cheers, everybody. I guess what we could do is at least get ready for. Try not to blow smoke in her face, and she hates it. We could spin this wheel of dabs over here. It's Neandercats. Sorry I couldn't come to Denver. I don't have a car yet. Saw y'all play on YouTube though, which didn't do it much justice. But it did. It's fun. Yeah, everyone can check out our YouTube channel, Condemned to Burn. It does have some live stuff there. I also, what is it? Next Saturday, I'm doing a show. It's actually at someone's backyard. It's like a backyard party type thing. And if anyone is in Denver, it's free, but you got to bring your own beer and Should probably bring stuff. It's like I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But it seems fun. The whole point I'm bringing it up is I'm bringing the camera and I'm going to live stream at least our set, if not the whole thing. Because it's on YouTube, I could just do the whole party or something and just hang out. So, Hooked on Phonics, totally awesome to see your show live. Well, thank you very much. It was a fun show. I personally, it was rough for me. So anyone watching those videos, yeah. So it's been over a month now. I thought I fucked up my shoulder, my left shoulder, which hurts. Hey, Ziggy, come here. Oh, come here. Yeah, there we go. So I thought I fucked up my left shoulder. That's why, oh, there's a puppy. There's puppies and kitties and everyone's happy. I thought I fucked up my left shoulder. I went to the chiropractor for him to check me out, and he immediately said, come on, my love. Oh, come. He's like, no, I want to sit right in front of everybody. Oh, there we go. There we go. But I thought I fucked up my shoulder, went to my chiropractor. He's like, no, you need to just go to an MRI, get an MRI immediately. I went to the doctor, got an MRI. Turns out I have a herniated disc in my fucking neck. So I did one show without knowing that that was what was wrong, and I really fucking overdid it and hurt my neck. But I had a great time. I felt like I was able to entertain properly. One of the biggest rules I've always had is, and this is just me, but I always feel like a lead singer should have equal to or more energy than anyone in the crowd. You're there to hype up the crowd and feed off of it. So that's just been a personal rule for me. I'm unable to do that, and I'm kind of bummed. But I gave it my all. I'm hoping my neck's going to get better over time. Just bear that in mind. But yeah, check out our Condemned to Burn channel. So, but this puppy, it's a house full of love right now, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the love. But yeah, so I still have a fucking fucked up neck. I still have shows. So also next week, I'm guessing it'll be pretty early. It's like a daytime backyard party, but I'm gonna live stream it. So you can always check out us next week on this channel. The live stuff are on Condemned to Burn's channel. It's under Condemned to Burn. So just look that up. Yeah. It was a fun show, if nothing else. It was a tiny bar, but it's a cool bar, and it's a local metal bar where a lot of people play, and it's pretty much all they do. Every now and then they have a hip hop guy or whatever, fucking a rap night, but it's seriously like one in every other month or something like that. So it's mostly metal bar, and it went great. My vocals were also completely low, really low, like you can't hear me singing. I can never tell. I try to go off of what everyone else. Got a turtle. Oh, she's got a cute little turtle toy. You got a turtle toy. Oh, so there we are. So yeah. Anyway, also kind of last moment on that show, we went from a 45-minute set to like, oh yeah, you got an hour and 15-minute set, and we're like, all right. So there's a lot of long tuning and shit going on in that show, but it went great. So Phil Smokehouse, what up, Venom? Good to see you, homie. Good to see you, Mr. Smokehouse. Smoked out. Shit's good. I love doing this show. I hate being away. I also have thought of doing some Friday nights. So my lead guitarist, no, he's the rhythm, but he's the riff guy. He writes, he does a majority of the riff writing. Anyway, Rich, the guitar player in my band, he's super obsessed with football. They like football. Friday night is fantasy football night. So no practice that night, and I have it off. So I've been thinking about doing Fridays with Venom 422. And I don't know, figuring it out. Saturdays are a little rough. I'm completely booked, to be 100% honest. I work 5 days a week. I do the show. Go to band practice. I also have been seeing my grandma a lot. She's 91 and been needing a lot of help. So I've been starting to see her more, and I don't know if that's going to increase a lot because she needs help physically just doing crap. She's still mentally kick ass, but she she needs some help from time to time. So it's been a little rough finding time to do everything, and I'm broke and yada yada. So it's been rough, but I've found that I'm at my mentally, I'm at my best mentally when I'm completely overwhelmed with shit. I like Fridays, says Hooked on Fox, and I think see, and that might be the best thing for the at least until what you call it, football season's over. I don't know. I'm figuring out how shit goes. I'm here, and like I said, another thing I thought about doing is some live streams of like us at rehearsal and shit like that. But that could get boring too. But hey, it'd be cool. And I have been putting a lot into the band, so and I really like the band that I'm in. I like the music. I like the guys, and I'm trying to. I would like that to take off, So again, next week live stream. Check it out. It's either that or nothing. I'll hopefully have it set up. I just got to bring some equipment, and I have all day, so it'll be good. Work, you know, everything's work. Might as well do something you love, right? Keep letting this fucking thing go out. So I will spin this wheel of dabs, even though you can barely see it with the kitty. Usually she kind of gets scared when I spin it. So let's see here. She's definitely interested. So, anyone who doesn't know, the Wheel of Dabs has a bunch of dab rigs written on it. Whatever it lands on, we dab on it. And looks like Rose, which is good because when I get up to get water in there, they usually follow me because they think I'm going to get food. Oh, so, but we got mushrooms to show tonight, the psychedelic and the edible kind. Just some catching up. Hopefully everyone's doing okay. Yeah, let me know, man. Hopefully you guys are good. Got any cool projects? Now's the time. It's almost Halloween. I always take my let me know what horror movies I should be watching this time of year votes. So it'll be good. I like the fall, even though it's ending up being like 90 degrees in the day and like fucking 50 at night. It's getting crazy. Let's get some water and Rose, and we'll smoke it up. Oh, we got a puppy. She wants up here so bad, but the smoke is bad. We got smoke. All right. So, let's go. All right, be right back. All right. You didn't follow me? You should have followed me. Hooked on Phonics, my favorite time of year. Yeah, fall is definitely my favorite time of year now. I've pretty much realized that. I like I mean all the seasons are fine. Turns out being on Earth is pretty kick ass. Until we fuck it up. Phil, although I like Smokehouse. Smokehouse. I love the fall. Halloween, we do a haunted house. Always a lot of fun. Weather does get ridiculous. You know what? And I was saying this the other time. I'm like, I am so not politically driven. It's crazy. I fucking hate politics on both sides. Everyone was like, I hate Trump. And I'm like, yeah. No, they're like, I hate Biden. I'm like, yeah. Fucking hate everybody. That's where I'm at. So that being said, not politically driven at all. I'm like, the whole climate change thing, whether I believe it or you believe it or whatever, my mushrooms fucking believe it. They're pissed off. They shouldn't be growing like this, but whatever. Life is short, and I don't fucking care. Uh, I try not to. How the fuck can it is what it is. That being said, fall kicks ass uh, for multiple reasons. I used to say I like the spring a lot, and I still do. It's spring and fall are those cool weathers, right? So weather wise, spring and fall are cool. Spring now reminds me of doing a shit ton of work, which is cool, but it's work. It's digging up shit. It's fucking setting up plants and pots and dirt and uh, mushroom beds. And I'm like, it was great because of fall. By the time fall happens, you're harvesting, and harvest is my favorite time. Uh, that's what I want to do. It's okay. So I like reaping what I sow because I sow good seeds. I mean, if you're planting the right seeds, you don't mind reaping the benefits. So, oh, she is so interested in that until she realizes it's smoke. She's like, oh, fuck that. Let's get away from it. And did you catch that? I'll take smokehouse. Smokehouse. I feel like we are only a couple of wait. I feel like we only get you stupid fucking AVG, you cocksucking mother. Probably. I don't know. Not for that. Whatever. Fuck AVG. Anyway, it popped up in front of my goddamn comments. I'll take a smokehouse. I feel like we only get a couple weeks of each, which does suck. More like winter and summer now. Don't investigate. Not good, right? I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Um, I can tell because, and I was just telling someone this too. I'm like, they're like, oh, the weather's perfect. I'm like, it's really nice, like, because you can still go out and do stuff, but it's cool. I mean, like, it's enjoyable, but it's not how it should be, and that's fucked up. Um, and like you said, I just don't like that it goes from like 90 degrees to, oh, it's gonna snow next week. That's what happened last year too. I'm like, okay, it was just 100 degrees, now it's snowing. Off and on. It's just off and on. Like you said, there's not really any transition period. And I'm like, I don't like that. And my mushrooms don't like that. They start popping up because it's cold, and then it's 90 degrees and they dry out. Like I could show you I should show you these mushrooms. I have mushrooms right now that are this big. My entire fridge is filled with mushrooms. I need to start getting rid of a lot more than I do. Also, I've been eating mushrooms like every day and everything I can. And these mushrooms, supposedly, you're not supposed to eat them 3 days in a row because they're hard to digest. And I've been eating the shit out of these mushrooms. So, and normally I'd let them just grow and do their thing, but it gets so goddamn hot that I have to just pluck them. But these mushrooms are wicked. Super awesome. Super awesome. All right. Let's get dabbing. It is a dab type of day. We got some cats, apparently. Hey, hey, cats, everybody. Why don't you let me do my thing? Go. Go. All right, I'm gonna get some cat treats because I don't want to set any cats on fire, and they're fucking with me. All right. Come on, everybody, let's get in here. Let's let them go. They know. They just sit. all their treats. Their kitty treats. All right. Hey, Zeus. Tagging in, Venom. How you doing? I'm hanging in there somehow. I got neck problems, but that's just one. I'm hanging in there. Hopefully everyone's doing okay. Like I said, it seems like it's this weird duality in this diametric opposition that I'm always facing in my own life, where I'm like, I do good and then bad and then good and then bad. I know everyone does, but I mean that in other ways too. Like when I'm doing good, sometimes, I'm not mentally feeling good, and vice versa. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes the best thing for me is to keep myself overwhelmed with shit to do, because then I don't have time to freak out about my own fucking existence. So, you guys are killing me. You guys just sit right there. No, I just gave you guys so many treats to make sure that I don't burn you alive. All right. Cheers, everybody. We're going to be doing some mob boss stabs. Damn. Yes, you can hear the torch. Don't you fucking want torch that torch? All right. But shit's okay. Physically, I suck. I need to really start working out and getting healthy again. Everybody should, to be 100% honest. It's just good for you, man. Anybody I care about, you should physically be okay. Jesus, cheers. Cheers indeed. We got cats, we got dogs, we got dabs, we got joints, bowls. No blunts tonight. I thought about it, but I don't have enough pot. Yeah, I got some pot growing, but it's one of the things I was bringing up. Everything took a hit because of my neck. The show that I played, both of the shows I played, the only 2 shows I've played with this new band. We got like 4 more lined up, I think, or at least 3. But my neck's been fucked up. I'm like, well, that's jacked. And then I have more plants right now than I've ever been growing, which, at once at least. Yeah, at once, most plants I've ever grown, and have much more to grow and all this and that. What are you doing, sweetheart? Why are you jumping around and stuff? All right. So it's just been one of those things where I'm like, fuck, bad timing. So the plants, it's really hard to take care of all those plants, and I use deep water culture systems, which is it's more work than dirt. I'll say that. You're supposed to anyway. I've been doing less work than dirt. No, about the same. Just adding water, so it feels like I'm just having dirt plants, but really, yeah, it's not the best. And so I've been letting those slack. And what I did, and I've done this every single grow since I've been in this house. No, you can't get near the fucking dab rig. You will burn. All right. Cheers, everybody. Before my cats just jump right back on the table. Here's the cats and how much we love them, even though they try to annoy us. There we go. You're the one on the table, sweetheart. She's looking at me so offended. Like, she's like, how could you do that? Why are you smoking? I'm like, dude, you're on my table. I thought about making a rule where the cats aren't allowed on the table, but that would make them want on there even more. And I guess I don't care. I just don't. Just want them to be safe, not completely get dabbed out on accident. They know what they're doing, though. This room gets super chiefed up. sometimes. And yeah, I mean, if they want to hang out, that's on them. I'm not forcing them to, that's for sure. I don't even bribe them to come in here at all. Ah, if anything, I have to use cat treats to fucking like get them off the table. That's why I usually have it in here so I can get her to jump off for a second. Ah, woo! All right. Well, there we go. That's a start to the night. What is it? It's only 7:30. It's pretty early for me. I'm sure we were smoking at 7:10, so that's good. Uh, yeah, shit's been crazy, but you know, life's a crazy thing. So if you expect any less, then I don't know who taught you. I definitely this world has been kind of what I expected of it. Crazy beautiful, fucked up. It's everything. I always sometimes have to keep in my mind, anything that can be happening is happening right now. Someone is doing the kindest, best, you know, most noble shit is happening right now. Oh, why are you fucking making these noises? Oh, I hate that thing. All right. But people are doing all types of things. The most fucked up things are happening right now on this planet, and the best things that we can do as human beings are happening on this planet. And it's hard to judge because we're all in this shit together. I mean, when you take a step back from the painting, you know what I mean? Your whole life is just this little dot. You're only living on the tip of a paintbrush. Your whole life is on the tip of a paintbrush, and you're leaving a mark and you're painting this picture. It's not until you probably die that you're able to step back and examine the picture that you've painted. Sometimes you can think introspectively about what's happening and what's going on, and that's what I'm trying to say. It's hard to take a step back and realize that we're all judged in this shit together. We're just living in this little dot that feels like us. It feels like that's all you have. You've only seen out one set of eyes. I've only seen out one set of eyes. So that's all that dot is to you, is your minuscule perspective on this gigantic masterpiece in the end. And you really got to realize that when you do step back from the painting and step back from the dot, you know what I mean, to examine the whole thing, you're not being judged individually. You're being judged with everyone. You know what I mean? You don't look at one tiny section of a painting. I mean, like a fraction of a dot, a pinhead's worth of painting, and judge it off of that and be like, well, that paint part is perfect. You have to be judged on the whole thing, and that's everything. And that painting is all of existence that it's not just your life and our lives and humanity, but everything. And I don't know. That's why I'm like, do the best you can, because it influences those around you and spreads around. And that's been a big goal for me, is just trying to take a step back and realize that no matter how good or bad you do, that we're all being judged together. It leaves you this weird melancholy feeling. And that's, like I was saying, I've always broken even in this weird way, and it's hard to explain it. And that's a very interesting way to put it, but that's the only way I can kind of get it out there, where I'm like, sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen to me, and it all evens out. And then this evens out. Then you know what I mean? And I've actually had it's like the Seinfeld episode where he throws out money and comes back in. Emma, oh my God. Hey, you probably remember me from that last time I was the only one talking to you, and you can't, talking about how you can get sent off in the space if you died. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Emma, I just got back from Florida, and I got these Delta 8 carts, and they're called 3 Three chi, three chi. All right, that's cool. The fire look. Oh, their fire. Look it up. Also, my cat is chilling with me too. I love your cat, by the way. Uh, the way he always chills with me when I smoke. Uh, wait, I'm stoned. I just took a huge damn. Okay, fuck that up. I'm guessing their fire, but it says the fire. Look it up. Also, my cat's chilling with me too. I love your cat, by the way. He always chills with me when I smoke. Dope, dope. Uh, fucking, my cat knows what they're doing. Right now, the only reason I think they're over there is because they think someone else is gonna feed them. Right. So there you go. Uh, my cat, which is good. I'm glad my cat likes to eat. He's 18. That cat's fucking 18 years old. That cat could fucking die for your country. Um, that cat is 18 years old, and he's almost 19. He's got to be getting closer to 19 now. Actually, every year it ticks by, uh, and he's doing great. And he has a great appetite, and that's huge. I've noticed when appetites go, that's when I've had problems with cats. You know what I mean? When I'm like, okay, something's really wrong. It's not good with people either. If you can't eat, something's wrong. The fact that I'm getting fucking big is a good sign mentally. It means I'm fucking eating a lot of food and having a good time. You know what I mean? I've been cooking massive amounts of mushroom. You know, when you have all these gourmet mushrooms like I've been growing, and I have so many, I'm like, trying to cook really nice food and do stuff with it. You know, it ends up being a lot of stir fries and omelets. And I don't know, man. Mushrooms are the best. Speaking of mushrooms, I have some uh, updates on where my mushrooms are, and I need to look at them anyway. So we're gonna do this together because I need to keep an eye out. And everything took a hit, like I said, with my neck. Like I'm feeling really pretty good right now. Took a bunch of dabs, and I haven't done anything today. That's the key. I keep on wondering why some days I'm okay and some days I'm not. I'm still figuring it out. And I didn't work or do anything today. I hung out. I didn't even go to practice. Band practice today got canceled because homeboy got a flat tire and the UFC game is on right now. So it was kind of just like, let's do a few more because I have a show next week. I feel like he was stuck there for a second. I have a show next week, so the more practice in, the better. But yeah, so UFC is going on right now, so I'm imagining some people are watching that. It used to be a good game, a good thing to watch. You hear that little squeak? Oh, here these look at these kitties. I love these cats. They have kept me in this house for sure. When there was a time when I was living alone and felt alone and didn't know what I was gonna do, and it was very possible at that moment in my life I was just gonna move very far away or something, or I don't know. You know, I wanted to had that urge, you know, to just fucking like get rid of it all. I hate how everything was happening and going down, and yada yada yada. But every single night, these cats fucking kept me here and kept me happy. And then they jumped out the window, and I lost two. I lost one, lost two, lost one in particular because I think he was the culprit. And then that like shattered me even more at my lowest point of like, yeah, had all three of them gone, or had he not come back, or I don't know, man. Fucking, it was bad. Shit happens though. Emma, also, what are your cat's names? I also had a black cat that looked exact same, and his name was Blackie. Blackie. I don't know how good of a it could be worse. His name is Ziggy. He's Ziggy Stardust, and he had that name before it was cool. It really doesn't. I don't know why he has the name Ziggy Stardust because that's the best name when cats have one eye and that's they're different colored. Although took my girlfriend to point it out. David Bowie doesn't have two different colored eyes. It's just one's super dilated and one's not. So sometimes it looks like that. And then I think I mean, it has a different hue slightly, but it's not the same thing as what some people have, where they're straight different colored eyes. God, I was just watching a guitarist from Exodus. One of the Exodus guys has fucking one blue eye, like straight one blue eye, one brown eye. Cat's the dude that too. Anyway, the whole point being is it would make more sense if I had one of those cats and named that cat Ziggy. I think I named him that because I really like David Bowie. I was a big David Bowie. I've always been a big David Bowie fan, like my entire life. Like, I heard him since he's been out before I was born, so I can't trace back how far I've been listening to him, as with a lot of artists. But anyway, and he's just a fucking weird cat. He's always been a weird cat, so an alien name just seemed to fit him. Her name is Pandora, named after a vampire in Anne Rice's Vampire Chronicles. Just happened to be reading that book at that time. She bit my fucking thumb in half, cracked the fucking nail in half. She bit me so fucking hard. It was unreal. And she had blood just dripping down her face. And I was so pissed. I'm not going to lie. At that time, that was the most pissed I'd ever been at a cat. Granted, she was like a wild kitten, and I kind of knew that. Feral kitten. The fact that she's amazing and perfect is even crazier if you knew how wild and fucked up. Like, she was born under a shed outside, and it took her over a year before she was totally cool. Her brother, on the other hand, was perfect and helped kind of transition. Anyway, the blood was, oh no, Emma, he died of cancer. Thought it was really sad. Fucking losing cats are the roughest thing ever. That cat that I just mentioned, her brother, which really bums me out because he was the best kitty and they were best friends. He's a dick to her, so it didn't work out well. But anyway, he just ran out. So I like to think that he hopefully is in another house or something. But I lost that cat and that sucks. So big Molten, Moln, Big Malton, Big Malton, AZ. I'll just call you Big AZ. No. Wait, Malnaz. Anyway, cheers. What's up, dude? Yeah, don't listen to me. I'm stoned. Let's go with that. We're gonna roll up a J, if that's okay, if I may. What do you say? By the J. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. All right. Cheers, indeed. Moai. There you go. Mo-I. Me too. Mo in Arizona. Anyway, let's do this. There's a little bit left in here. Probably get a rip out of it. Oh, I got a puppy here. Oh, the puppy wants to jump up. There's too many kitties. Oh, can you kind of see the puppy? As I burn the house down. Because I'm paying attention to the coolest puppy ever. The coolest puppy ever. The coolest puppy ever. Who's the coolest puppy ever? I'm gonna slam my head to the table. Alright. So let's do that and then damn it. Should have got this out first. This. So what we're gonna do is take a paper. Like so. Oh, there's a puppy there. There's a puppy there. She's like, pay attention to me. And then pour out what's left of that right on that paper. There we go. All right. Sorry, Phoenix. I will pay a lot of attention to you in just a bit. Ugh. It's hard with the torch and the dab rig and the cat on your lap constantly. Yeah, that cat. And that cat. Did you hear that little meow? That's a keeper. That little meow right there. I have to rewind that shit. All right. There we go. So we'll take that and we will roll that up. And then let's throw in, I have this kind of nasty thing of hash. So we got some reuse there, it looks like. A little piece of hash. Well, it's all covered in hair. Just to be safe, buddy. How about you hang out down there? So we're going to actually scrape some of that off and put that in the joint too, and just get nice and toasted here. Uh, we got the little battle axe, the old timber wolf. Almost lines up with the. There we go. It was meant to be today. Anyway, let's get some of this crap and just hook it all into a joint. This has actually kind of been in the way, just collecting crap on here for a while, and I just want to get rid of it. There's a lot of crap. Actually, surprisingly, a lot. There we go. And bam. Yeah, there's definitely some hair on there, but it is what it is. Try to get off as much as I can. That's why I want to just get rid of this now. It's just collecting more and more hash, like little bits of leftovers and shit like that on there. And then with all the fucking fluff around here, it's just getting gross. So let's call that one a day. Yeah. I've smoked so much cat hair. I really hope that that isn't. They're like, you know what the most cancerous thing in the world to smoke is? You'd think it's cigarettes. It's actually cat hair. I'd be like, oh no, that is not good. That's a bad thing. All right. Phil Smokehouse, nice. Yeah. I'd smoke it, buddy. Can only get a distillate out here. I don't mind distillate. Is it, are you in a place where it's technically not, there's no stores to buy it? It's illegal. Breaking the law? No, I'm just joking. But yeah, if it's you're in a place where it's not fucking legal to buy it, that really limits your shit. Um, this is by no means great what I'm smoking, but at the same time, I know a lot of people who would smoke this and just get completely fucking ripped. I'm going to. That's what I'm gonna do. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of junk on there now. That's looking pretty good. Medical only trusted source, really. Phil, yes, and don't get me wrong. Sometimes medical can be bad too. I've known home growers that do it better, but if you don't know who's growing it and you just get it off the streets and shit, fucking, if you can go medical, I will say do it. You know what I mean? I'm not a huge fan of supporting that system, and they're a bunch of assholes, and they fucking want you to be a millionaire to even fucking fuck around with their little club. I tried really hard, and I'm not totally done with my goals and dreams of doing this, although I have a lot of backup plans. Let's just say that. Just like everything I'm doing, I have a lot of backup plans because who knows. Like I said, my goal would be to go in the mountains and live a kick-ass life and have everyone there start a community, like we were saying. I really that. Look at me, of course I want to do that. But one of the things I wanted to do was start a cannabis extraction company or a concentrate thing extraction company. So really, I don't grow. I wouldn't be growing. I wouldn't be doing any of those things. I would go to growers or have them come to me would be the goal eventually, and have a quick ass turnaround product type thing and be like, okay, I'll make hash for you. You bring it here, or I even want to go as far as get like an armored car or some shit like that, dope ass vehicle, and be like, I'll even go to your grows, pick it up, put it in my fucking shit, drive it back, fucking take care of it, turn it to concentrate, drive it back to you. So I'll guarantee that transport, which a lot of people I'm guessing don't want to do, and be like, yeah, I'll do all those things and just turn it around for you and make some kick-ass concentrates and make them all natural and all solventless was the goal. But from what I went into, the fees and the amounts that you need to have in your bank account as movable assets at any point in time are so astronomically high. I don't know how that would ever work without me becoming quite financially successful in another way already, and then I wouldn't need a cannabis company. I could just do that for fun. So, but I also have a friend who I need to get a hold of. He's awesome, dude. Um, I He's the one who gave me the clones of a lot of what I'm growing right now. Like two of the three. I have I forget how many I'm growing right now. Yeah, I have two of the three types of pot I'm growing right now. That homie hooked me up with clones from. So and that's what I started with. So he's a cool dude. I also wouldn't mind having him on the show and just talk about it. There we go. But he was telling me that he was he read in an article. He reads a lot of cannabis stuff. He was a grower. You know, fucking they. He had. This is why I want to interview him. He has a great story about going through working in the cannabis industry from trimmer all the way to like he was supposed to have his own grow operation and they kind of messed him over. And he has a pretty good, interesting story to put there. And I really want him on here. Uh, Even if he lives pretty far from me, kind of like over an hour. That's far for a lot of people. Um, that's like right the beginning of where I consider pretty far, but he's it's not bad. Anyway, the whole point being is I could do an interview over the phone. Even I think it would be quite interesting. But yeah, he was telling me that there's a low income grant on growing pot, like for like small business loans for people who don't have a lot of money. But I bet you even what they're asking is more than I have, but I don't know. Anyway, Jesus, they passed recreational where I'm at, but it's going to take like 2 years before we see dispensaries. That sucks. But and when you do, it's going to be. I hate how they did it. They kind of like let's pop one up and one up and one up, and then eventually you got hundreds up, and it takes a long time before the market. It does a bunch of weird shit. Um, right now, it's just still really expensive to get good pot in any way, shape, or form. So the best thing you can do is grow it yourself. If you're in a state where you can buy it and you have any ability to grow it at all, do so. His is my friend has 6 babies growing already, and we're allowed to grow already. We're allowed to grow at the most. So that's kind of how Colorado is. I just looked this up because I'm at like my max here, pretty much. So you can grow 6 plants per person per household up to 12. So even if you have 8 people living in your house, you all can grow recreational. Only 2 of you are allowed to qualify. You can grow up to 12 plants. So if you're living with somebody that's in Colorado, though, you can grow up to 12 plants and you're fine. That doesn't include clones as well, because that's a big thing. I'm like, dude, I have like 20 clones at any given time because I like circulate them and get them to a certain size and then clone that just because I'm like, I don't want to run out. I always want living clones at some point, which I don't have right now, but I have seeds, which I'm about to pop soon. And I'm going to redo my seed video. I have a seed video on how to germinate and how to grow a seed. And I don't know. I had a lot of things I wanted to do for this channel, but it's been hard and it's taken a back road for a couple of reasons. A lot of it is because YouTube has new age restriction shit. They're really good at doing that. They'll pick up any cuss words that you say. So if I say "fuck this stupid platform" and all the fucking the cocksucking bastards who fucking do that bullshit, goddamn cunt hole, dick balls. Anyway, they see what I just did there. This video is gonna not be shown. They won't advertise it to people. So I've lost a lot of views on everything, no matter how much I try. And I do if they realize it's drug references too, like you say marijuana and bong and weed, ecstasy, dope. Uh, they don't like to push that shit. That's not what their platform is about. I get it. It's their fucking platform. That's what a lot of people gotta understand too. I mean, I'm just here fucking around. If they don't want to fucking help me out, I kind of get that. Uh, So this has taken a lot more of a back road than possible. A couple years ago, I didn't have that problem, and my videos were doing quite well, and it was fun. Not that it's a big thing, but I have a weird feeling that I'm gonna put in a lot of effort into this show, and then they're gonna take it away from me. So one big thing I want to do is just get what is it, like a big external hard drive, like a 2 terabytes or something like that, just for downloading all the videos. This video right now, I'd like to download those and have them for permanent storage. And then I could just start my own fucking website or something, and then just have them all up of all the old ones. Who knows if I get kicked off, or I could just re-upload all of them over and over again. Just keep fucking with them. Change the spelling of my name. You know. Oh, new channel, just start over. Who cares? Or just to have them for myself. That's one thing I like about having all this on YouTube is, if I ever for any reason want to, I can watch hundreds of hours of me just fucking around and talking with people and having a good time. Uh, that's nice, and it's the best way to do this show right now is to be live, but it's also sometimes fun to catch up on it. But yeah, I don't know. It's a I'm just kind of taking advantage of one of the things that we have right now, live streaming on a platform that hasn't quite booted me off yet. There'll be a time where they're like, "Oh, he's smoking a joint, kick him off." Phil, yeah, we were fighting for homegrown. Uh, we'll see. Definitely seems better out west, a lot better, dude. Why I love watching. Uh, I So I will say that the pot is great out west, but a lot of that is because it's just perfect weather. There's a reason the wine tastes better out there, and it's just good weather for growing shit. Smokehouse. It's always just too good to see you and smoke with you. Well, cheers to that. It's always, dude. It sucks when I'm not on. It sucks, but that's why I'm thinking about switching these to Friday. See how that works. Cheers, everybody. Um, I don't know. Homegrown is always the best, in my opinion. My mom grew this pot in dirt under pretty cheap light. It's actually about what I'm using, which is a pretty fucking cheap light. Um, I'm not using anything special. If I had money, I totally know I would switch up everything I'm doing. Not everything, but I would upgrade everything I'm doing. But anyway, so she's growing it cheap light in dirt, very little experience or care to maintenance, minimal. She does good, but she just kind of waters and does its thing. No trimming or no training of the plant. You know what I mean? Like she just lets it do its thing. She doesn't have the heat balance, pH balance, nutrient. She just does its thing. That being said, this pot, it's as good as what I get from a dispensary. It's as good. Even like the mid to upper grade stuff I've been getting from dispensaries. Every now and then you'll get this kick ass shit, but it's been harder and harder to fucking find because the demand is just so huge and they're like, quick, 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 bigger, bigger grows. Smokehouse, Midwest too, of course. Oh wait, are you talking about the good? Yeah, it's that dirt out here. See, Colorado has a lot of clay in the dirt, and it doesn't grow that amazing. It's kind of a rough place to grow anything. I everywhere I've lived in Thornton, Denver, Northland area. Those North Denver areas, what it is, and every place I was at, you dig like a foot, and it's like this is fucking like hard clay, like clay, and nothing grows in it right. Trees kind of grow fucked up. Everything's a little. That's just been my at least where I've been. I'm sure my goal is to go to the mountains and grow high altitude, uh, like 9,000 feet shit. 9,000 miles in the sky. I'll never forget when I got stoned. Fucking anyway. But oh yeah, you're a good kitty. So and a big part of that is I want to show people and like I want to be having somewhere like I said that community kind of mountain property type thing where I could be like, can I grow out here? I was gonna do it. It's expensive. I have my own trailer, so I just got to buy some land. But I feel like if you can get land, it that's one of the few things that I feel like definitely is going to appreciate value. Everything, all land does, uh, seems to. But yeah, I want to grow outdoors super bad. They're very strict about that. Uh, and I'm in my neighbors are pretty goddamn close. Even if they're cool, I don't know how to do it. So I have little tiny clones. So I had way too many clones, and I'm like, well, what the fuck am I going to do with them? So they're in these rock wool cubes. So we just kept them in a uh, Tupperware, well, like a little plastic bin, and put some water in it, and just let them be in there, and put them outside right during these last month or so, 2 months, and they all have these little tiny buds. I should bring them in and show them to you. So technically, I have those too, but those are like not even really plants. I still consider those like little clones. They all have like a little bowl on each of them. I'll probably get a few joints out of those little clones. I'm like, that's funny. So I do have a couple outdoor plants growing right now. They're like this big, and they're on my porch, and you're not gonna see them. You'd have to be so up on my fucking shit, like on my property, to fucking ever see those. Like, and they're so tiny, and they don't really smell. They're just these little. I don't know. I know a lot of people who kind of grow pot like that, where they're like clone them. All right, bud them, and they get like that big, and they got like one nug on them. But they're like, yep, I did it in like this amount of time. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. And you know what? I'm starting to realize that the biggest fuck up I've been doing on my grows is waiting way too long. I gotta fucking flip them into blooming cycles way quicker. I always underestimate when you're growing with deep water culture, like it's this weird thing where like they grow really, really slow and then you know what I mean? And like you have to kind of expect this huge growth spurt at some point. And I keep on fucking up and wanting to time it out where I can still take clones. So I'm like, I want to take clones, but my other room's not ready. If I wait a little bit longer, and then my neck got fucked up, and I'm just like, I've let everything kind of go to the wayside. I've been doing a lot of the band stuff. Uh, so anyway, the plants get way too big, and then they're hitting the ceiling or they're fucking like growing into the light, and I'm like, God damn it, they're getting burnt, and the whole room pays for it because there's not enough light when it's that filled, and it's just I'm like, fuck, I've done that like every single grow in this house by just waiting too long. I'm like, God damn it. That's one thing about these indoor grow tents is you have to kind of keep them pretty small. I really want to grow outside where I can grow like a fucking 20-foot plant. I'll take a 10. I'll take a 6-foot sativa. How about that? Jesus, I can't smoke boof. It has to be fire. That's why I mainly just dab. Uh, yeah, well, there's a point where I'm like, well, that's what I mean. Even like decent medical stuff I've been getting, I'm like, what I've realized is there's like a lot of ways to judge it, and I like all of them to be met somewhat. Different things I like more at different points in my life. I realized, like sometimes I'm only interested in how high am I getting, or how does it taste, or how does it smell. But lately, a big thing is how harsh is it? You know what I mean? That's why I like the homegrown a lot, is because I'm like, I could take bong rips of it and not totally choke out. I'm like, okay, like I said, and I know because there wasn't a whole bunch of crazy shit probably put into it. A lot of the shit I've been getting, even if it looks fire and smells great and, tastes pretty good, I'm like, man, I'm choking up and I don't know. It has a really harsh smoke and I don't like that. And that's one thing at all medical dispensaries I've noticed. I will say when I was out west, the pot was a little bit better. They've been doing that shit for longer. Every grow is different, every person is different, every dispensary, every harvest is its own thing. That being said, Colorado's pot around here has been rough, but I also am broke as shit, so it is what it is. Bummy banana, cheers to that. Jesus, we're paying about 50 to 70 an eighth for some top shelf in NYC. So I used to sell my eighths back in the day. This was seriously forever ago, like 2003 at the latest type shit. I was selling $75 eighths, and I knew I wouldn't do it to homies. I'm like, I knew I was fucking like murdering it. That's when I'm like, this is my job. This is my job now. If you can sell shit for $75 an eighth, fucking grow. Fucking grow and sell that shit. That's what I thought. But just don't fucking build your house on unstable ground. And that's what I did too. Because as soon as it became legal and people are like, I could buy this shit. And I will say, pot was a lot better in Colorado. Someone pointed this out to me. It's totally true. When pot was made medically legal in Colorado, it was pretty good. You go to the dispensary and get some fucking killer pot and some killer fucking hash and shit like that. And don't get me wrong, you still can at places, but it was everywhere. It was good stuff. And then as soon as recreational hit, fucking pot went to shit. It just went to shit. And they're like, oh, there's recreational and non-recreational and medical and non-medical, and the recreational isn't as good as the medical, and that, in the process, everything went to fuck. So shit went down real fast. Hey Zeus, I used to get my zips every month, and I just couldn't. It was killing my pockets. I usually buy big because I like that price break, but it's hard to pace yourself. Low knock. Yeah. I got 5 grams for 40, which is pretty good. What do I get? I get an ounce for 80. So it's 85 out the door for not this. This is my mom grew this. But that's what I usually buy. And it's popcorn buds, and it's from this place. Was it Mighty Tree? And it's the fucking same as their fucking mid shelf, I think. And sometimes they're even top shelf. It's just tiny buds. So I just look at what their top shelf is, and I'm like, well, I'll take that one because you're also selling your fucking like low shelf for the same price, popcorn buds. So I just keep my eye out there, and I'm like, yeah, that one. And then it's usually damn good. So there's that, and it's 85 out the door. So I get 2 of them usually, and then I also get like a discount when you do that. And they do a thing where if you show them your vaccination card, you get a joint for $1. There's a bunch of little shit like that where I'm like, okay, this is one of the few ones I've done, and their hash is good. What do I get? I get my hash an ounce for 350, or you can get 40 grams for 500, some shit like that. I forget what it is, and I breaks it down. It's like $12 a gram. It's fucking pretty damn good. That's what I've been smoking on. Yeah, it's damn good. They have good prices. Yeah, if I had it my way, I'd do nothing but smoke like fucking top grade fucking rosin shit like that. But I'm just broke ass. Phil, when they take care of it, you can tell in the bud, and yeah, it's rough. You got to look around. Jesus, I rather rack up on concentrates now and get an eighth every now and then. That's what I've been kind of doing too, to be 100% honest. And I don't like doing that, but that's what I've been doing because I'm broke and hash just lasts longer. Even I can make it last longer, that's for sure. Even my girlfriend has been kind of getting into that because of that, where she could just load up the fucking little vape pen. We have just a little dab pen, and it's like, yep, do that. Fucking, you can rip it, and you get really fucking stoned. You don't have to do anything and roll anything. It doesn't. So I don't know. It has its thing. Jesus, oh, good call. Phil, murder in it. Who isn't? Who we murdering? Who am I murdering? Who we got to murder? Jesus, they have $20 to $40 eighths as well, but that's boof. Yeah, I mean, you get what you can, but I don't know. Like I said, I've paid good money for shitty weed too. and I've paid cheap prices for decent. That's why I like that mighty tree. I'm like, you know what? Their mid grades, lower grades have been pretty decent compared to a lot of the better stuff. And then that all being said, my mom's fucking homegrown is fucking better than that. My homegrown, I'll take that over any dispensary pot I find. My homie who fucking grows, who I was just talking about, who I'm getting over there, I'll take his pot over any dispensary I can find. And I found some dope, there are good stuff, but usually you get what you pay for a little bit. But the other thing is shit changes. A lot of management changes, a different harvest changes. Shit's fucking, you just gotta keep your eye out. Um, Pretty much it's if I'm buying pot, I can only afford what I can afford. That's why I get it. It's like, yeah, I'll buy an eighth here and there. I'll do the thing. And that sucks. That's not how I like to smoke. I smoke. I'm a fucking train usually. Um, so I'll get what I can. What I realize is growing it myself, I can smoke more than I could ever afford to buy. You know what I mean? It might be a bill on the electricity bill and the water bill. It might be a bump up on those, but I can afford a little bit of a bump up every month to eventually smoke big. You know what I mean? That's how I like to do it. Uh, you only live once. Phil, that's a great price. Normally good too. Yeah, I just spit out a bunch of them. That place, and I've done ones where I know places that are about the same, if not a little bit cheaper. And two things: a, the place I've been going to always has it, and I'm like, cool. They have it every fucking time. It's a little far away from me, and I'm like, fuck, but you have it every time. I called, dude. I called on ounces in Denver. There's like 100 fucking dispensaries, but I'm like, I want ounces of hash. And then I'm like, how often do you have it? Do you have it all the time? This place always has hash and ounces and ounces. They keep fucking like they have tens of ounces all the time, and you can mix and match. And they're all pretty good. So especially this white moose has been very, very good. All their products. So I'm like, and they always have it, shit tons of it for that price every time. And I'm like, okay, it's where I'm going. I called fucking. That's what I was saying. I called. I want to say like 30 places from my place, and like, okay, I start with the closest one. Hey, do you have? I got to the point where it was like a fucking like routine. I'm like, hi, I just had a real quick question. First off, do you sell like bulk ounces, or do you sell bulk concentrate like in the ounces? And 90% of the time, right away, people are like, no. No, we have buckets. We have buckets. I'm like, at first, I'm like, okay, what's a bucket? Like a bucket of concentrate? What does that mean? They're like, oh, it's 4 grams. I'm like, okay, so 4 grams is a bucket. I don't know who made that up, but you guys are fucking stupid. Okay, so how many buckets can I get? And they're like, this and that. And I'm like, okay, do you do a deal on your buckets? If I buy enough to get an ounce worth, is there a deal? And I'm like, oh, fuck, that's so expensive. It took forever until I fucking found someone who's like, yeah, we got it. And I'm like, do you have it all the time? And they're like, dude, I have it all the time. And I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. So I just go and I'll pick up an eighth. That's the other test. Some people said they had it. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll pick up not an eighth, I'll pick up a gram of hash. I'm like, okay, this is the one I can get in bulk. Let me just buy a gram today. I'm like, okay, I take it, I smoke it. I'm like, that's fucked. I'm not buying an ounce of that. Thank God I didn't just drop fucking $350 on that today. Because that's what I wanted to do. I've done it before. And I'm like, this is fucking terrible. I've gone to places where they were hooking it up all the time and it was always good, good, good. And then, I dropped 350, bring it home. I'm like, this is unfucking smokable. I still have fucking eighths in my fucking fridge. Just a couple I tossed in there so they'd just stay cool or whatever. I might put them in cooking something. That's why they kind of in my fridge. I'm like, I think I'm gonna cook and put them in like if I ever cook something I want to put cannabis in. I can just put that hash in there and fuck it. It's unsmokable. It literally tastes like there's a lot of cat hair in what I'm smoking right now. You saw that. That shit tasted like fucking concentrated cat hair. I'm like, this is unsmokable fucking hash. And I just bought fucking hundreds of dollars of it. Fuck this place. I'm never going here again. That's why I went on the search. And I'm like, this show was going to include Venom's, cannabis, Colorado cannabis fucking checklist. Every week I was going to go to a different place and like just like give them yeah, I don't have any money to like buy a whole bunch of shit from them, but I was gonna go and like rate them on what they had, how much it cost, how friendly the place is, what it looked like, how cool the place is, and shit like that. And yeah, and then buy a little bit of each, which the big reason that never happened is I don't have any money to do any of that. I did when I had the idea for it a little bit, but whatever. Jesus, I'm able to check every bag. I'm spoiled. Yeah, no shit. But I hardly smoke, mainly with friends. Just love dabbing. Uh, I think I don't know, man. I like both. They're just different things. I tend to dab at work because I can hide it in the pen. Just take a quick dab, you know what I mean? And it doesn't smell and shit like that. That's huge. And you get it works. It's effective. And but I feel like there's a lot of medicinal shit that you're missing out on when you don't. Smoking probably isn't the best. Really, you should probably be ingesting it to get more of the medicinal values. Smoking's always harsh on you, whether you're dabbing or not. Smoking, dabbing, vaporizing. I mean, they're vaporizing's better. Low temp dabbing's good, but but you're still kind of taking a toll on your body, if that even matters, which it kind of doesn't to me. I have my bad days. I really haven't cared much, but when your chest hurts or something, it's like, yeah, I should probably start thinking about the fact that I'm trying to be a vocalist again. Lonock, my state just got legalized, so now I have to wait a year for dispensaries to open. Yeah, wasn't that what someone else was just saying too? Uh, hey, at least it's there. And like I said, so you're in a state where it's legalized and you got to wait for dispensaries. You know what you don't have to wait for? You can go online and buy seeds right now sent to your house. You can go to Amazon or there's a bunch of different fucking grow places online. Get a cheap hydro unit. That's what I recommend. It feels like those are like outdated, but they're still outperform everything I know right now. I've just seen it. I've tried dirt, I've tried everything, but that's not always true. I suck. I have been putting such little effort into it. Uh, but it's for how easy it is, I feel like it's a good place to start, perhaps. I don't know. I just say grow it any way you can. Fucking, that's probably more an accurate feeling how I have right now. Just grow it any way you can. uh, The Age of Awakening. 2 years from legalization. Gotta wait for this. 2 years from legalization. I gotta wait for a store to open. But yeah, like I said, the second you get it legal, or don't even fucking wait. If you're about to get legal, you think they're gonna get busted for you growing it? You know, I don't know. I think that a lot of people are well, probably. Anyway, I grew when it was illegal and it was fun as shit. You make more money and it's even better. You become the fucking life of the party. I'm not advocating it. I'm just saying it worked well for me. It never hurts to pay the fucking bills. Put food on the goddamn fucking table. That's what I'm saying. True, true. Spit facts, says Phil, Mr. Smokehouse. I mean, do your thing. That's where the money was. That's when I used to sell. Like I said, I used to sell fucking $75 eights, and I remember distinctly growing like a fucking 3 ounce monster bud. And like I have, I have homies who know it, and they're still around. And I'm like, it looks like my homie said, it looks like your cat's just hanging on to the branch. It's fucking massive. It was as big as my arm. And I'm like, dude, that's like, how do the math? You know what I mean? I was selling eighths to all my homies, and I had tons of homies. I really should have started my band back then. I was trying, but there was things happening in my life too. Uh, Music had ups and downs for me in different parts of my life. I always loved listening to it, but you, I don't know. Life fucking beats your ass down sometimes, and you just gotta hopefully get back up and fucking don't take fentanyl because that shit will kill you. Don't do heroin. That shit will kill you. Don't do meth. That shit won't kill you directly, immediately. It can, but it'll probably ruin your life. Don't do, you know what I mean? Stay away from drugs. Don't do pills and shit. And you'll hopefully live to fight another day. That's my pretty solid advice on that. All right. Now the cats are officially stoned and asleep over here. They chose this life. Well, they chose to be in this room right now. They can tell what's going on. All right, let's spin the wheel of devs. Damn more facts. Pay attention, people. All right. Oh man, I can't do that. Oh, my neck is still fucked. Can't totally. Oh. All right. There we go. Oh. Not a chog. Good one too. Most of those good on the list. Can't talk, but most of them are good. Ah, woo! Yeah, this was a hefty one. All right, you want some more treats now? Get off my lap, or you want to go hang out over there? There you go. Say hi to all the people. That's where you should be. Forever on TV, immortalized. Ugh. Not your butthole though. Get your butthole out of there. All right. Let's grab. This is not a chone. I'm gonna fill it up with some water and be right back. I should probably get better at dumping out this water real quick, putting this away. I have to keep this place clean. This is also my studio too in here, and I hope to be recording some stuff. I have a lot of stuff to record. Uh, so, trying to keep it somewhat clean in here. Yeah, I have this drum pad that goes right here. I bust out every now and then. Oh, it's heavy, but it fits perfectly right here normally. So I got to clear all this shit off. And it actually has been a really good way of writing two riffs and filling it in with MIDI, because the hardest part of everything is always finding a drummer and recording a drummer, and getting the drummer over here with a kit is impossible. So I got to go over to him. Fortunately, I knew that, and all my recording equipment. This is also why I could record all of our shows live, which I wouldn't mind doing. As soon as I feel like we're tight as a tiger, I believe I was reading an article about their band. I'm like, yep, yeah. Anyway, as soon as we're fucking just a really tight unit and fucking we're no more fuck ups and stuff. Although it'd be nice to listen to some good recordings. I have like multiple. This show here, the whole point of it was to get me really acquainted with recording, doing live streams, and being able to do shit like that. So hopefully, unless something's fucked up, I would like to be able to definitely do a live stream of my entire show next week. But if that doesn't happen, it might be a future thing because there's still a lot to iron out on everything. But it is what it is. Jesus, my bad. My other phone died. Oh, how dare you? No. All right. Ah, I forgot to put water in it. Like, put water in me. All right. Let me get water in this thing. And then we'll take a dab, spark up, finish this joint. Ah, it's good night. I'm always scared to do this now. Lift my arms back and really stretch. That's how I fucking like initially felt like everything just fucking fell apart in my neck and everything. Like, oh, that's not good. I'm sure it probably all happened in the fucking accident I was in. I just didn't really put it all together. It's crazy how much your neck can affect and feel like it's in your shoulder and shit like that. Everything's all connected. It's good to remind yourself that. That's why I really need to get healthy again. That's one of the only things I've been really slacking on. I've been trying to be, I feel like this life kind of comes at you really fast. I spend a lot of time just being like, well, I just gotta think about me and be okay. And that's been a lot of that where it's like, I just gotta fucking chill out and hang out, fucking do something where my mind is on, relaxed. The whole world is on everybody's shoulders because that's, all you see. The only one taking care of your problems is you. So like, and we all have that feeling like there's a lot of weight on us, and it's true. Uh, so it's okay to take some times. You know what I mean? If you push too long on yourself, sometimes people snap. So I try to take a lot of time to relax, smoke a joint, hang out and do my show, do things I like. Uh, there's no pressure. That's why I like this show a ton. I do whatever I want, hang out with great people. That's all I ever want to do. So super cool. But the point being is never feel bad to take some time for you and just relax. You know what I mean? Like find a way to do something you like a little bit every day. That's a big key. Uh, I usually try to play my guitar or play a video game. I haven't been doing this for like a very long time, but I try to do all those things a little bit in the morning when I first wake up. I also try to like, I had a thing where I'm like, I want to work out when I wake up and I want to eat and I want to fucking also do something fun. Though. I want to throw something that I enjoy, even if it's 15, 20 minutes, dedicated every morning. And that was doing really well. You know what I mean? I noticed that it mentally was making my day go better. You know, playing guitar for 50, I'm like, no, I'm going to make myself do that. Even though if you don't really love playing guitar, don't do that. Sometimes it was video games. Sometimes it was watch an episode of something before work. Watch an episode of fucking like a cartoon that I really like. Funny, And like something about that was helping. Where I'm like, okay, before I worry about taking care of someone else's fucking stupid job, I gotta worry about my own mental stability in my own life. And that was helping quite a bit. So I don't know, something to think about. I'm gonna put some water in this. What is it? 8:30. I'm glad I started early. We still have a good night. Uh, take a dab. So sweet. All right, here we go. Jesus, starting to get the pain after 2 years of having my thumb sewn back on. Hopefully, it's not arthritis. Um, I definitely got a bunch of bad news on top of everything else. the herniated disc, the fucked up shoulder, the fucked up thumb. So I had my hands looked at, I had my shoulder looked at, I had my neck looked at, and some of my back, both shoulders now. And everything they saw, they're like, well, you got arthritis, and uh, God, I'm stoned and now I can't say it. So I had arthritis. What is it? Baritis or whatever, and then not. It's like a. It's not arthritis means you're swelling, but there's like another word for it. Anyway, a whole bunch of little shit like that, and they're like, you got tendonitis here, you have inflamed this, like everything they saw in my body, and they're like, yep, everything's fucked. I'm like, yeah, I know, everything's always hurt nowadays. My bass player turned 25 uh, on our first show. Uh, can't remember what date that was, which sucks because it was our first show and it was his birthday, so I should remember that forever. I just have a mind like a fucking blob. But anyway, um, hey Owen, it's good to see you. I missed you, man. Uh, I missed you too. I missed everybody. It's good to see everybody. Honestly, it's been a while, but it's good to be back on. Uh, Lonock, yeah, we're only getting older. I need to start working out too, man. Well, what sucks is I hate to say it, but what fucked me all up was I going to Psycho Las Vegas. I don't know. I have a video of it on here. It's 2019. I was in really good shape at that point and on my way to working out all the time, and I just felt really good. I'm like, you know what? I feel like better than I felt since like my early 20s, like since my teenage years. You know what I mean? And even then, I wasn't. That's when I was really skating hard. There's this moment in like from like let's say 18 to 23 at the most. You know, it was a few years, which were like I'm like I was skating 8 hours a day. I was coming home. I was doing a bunch of shit. I felt really healthy and really good. And then I kind of had ups and downs, and really a lot more downs than ups. And yeah, there's a moment, 2019. I went on a huge diet. I started working out every fucking day, and I felt great. I had a crazy amount of energy. I would wake up like I had to work at 10, sometimes earlier. So sometimes I'd just shift it. So I'd move this up as it shifted. But pretty much I'd wake up a couple hours before like sometimes 3 hours before I went to work on a 10-hour shift. So I'd wake up like 2 hours early. I'd fucking drink a smoothie, run fucking for about 45 minutes on the treadmill, do a full workout routine, and then fucking, and this is might be a bad thing. I might have burnt myself out, but you know what? I'm like, I was feeling really good. And I slowly worked it into this. But at the time, right before I hurt myself, this is what I was doing pretty much every day or every other day with running. Because my this is what happened. I fucked up my foot by running too much and then going to Psycho Las Vegas, and I fucking bent it out to hell in a fucking sandal and just I mean I couldn't walk for like 6 months, and that's what started it. Not psycho, but hurting my dude. I was in mosh pits in a fucking in my sandals. I just don't know. It was fucked up, dude. I just so we parked in the parking lot and got there kind of late, and I didn't realize it's pretty much I didn't realize quite how much walking I was going to do, and at that point in my life, I thought I was pretty done with moshing too, but there was a point where I'm like, nah, fuck that, and I just it was good, it was a good time, and but for some reason I was just like, not done with moshing, like a little bit. I was like, I don't know. I was wearing sandals, and anyway, I fucked up my foot. Had a lot of drinks, got drunk, destroyed my foot. Couldn't walk. It was brute. I mean, I fucked my foot up. Couldn't walk. It hurt for. It took a year. I remember it took a solid year before I'm like, okay, okay, I can walk on my foot without it fucking and like flex it in a certain way, where I'm like, yep, it's not totally destroyed. So Jesus, I was lifting earlier, and I felt really good, and I felt lean. That's a big part. I'm never too big on like I'm gonna get huge. Although I mean that's my goal is always I'm gonna cut lean and then build muscle. Lean muscle is kind of fine with me. Not I don't need to be bulky because I have fucking heart issues and shit. So I'm like a lot of cardio, a lot of you know what I mean. For me, I can't do that fucking like super excessive fucking heart shit for at the moment, or like being massively like. There's a fine line. I can bulk up pretty easy too, so it's harder for me to do the cardio and like that lean shit. But it's a little bit more what I was wanting to do, and I felt like I was doing really good. And hurt myself for like 6 months, couldn't do it. Then I got, there's that depression and eating and fucking. Now I'm in a happy eating point. You know what I mean? Where it's like fucking, yeah, like I said earlier, I've been harvesting all these gourmet mushrooms. I'm trying to cook up a bunch of nice meals and just be happy mentally. So you're like, fuck it. No, I just want to have a good time and eat a good meal. And fucking, it is what it is. Uh, but I need to get back into shape, especially my neck's fucked. I just need to avoid getting surgery. So health, health, health. That's a good thing. Healthy body, healthy mind. Yeah. Phil, damn, I skate too. I'm 33 and I'm getting back into it when I can for exercise. I like it. Comfortable riding again. And it's sick. That's how that's one of the things I used to, like I said, I'd skate for like 8 hours a day. I just got back into it right before recently, before I heard everything again. Uh, and then, okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So I hurt my foot, got fucked up, got better, and then bam, fucking hit by a car. Fucking someone rear-ended my car, and I was in it and fucked up my shoulder, fucked up my hand, and then now it's traveled what I thought was all the way to the other shoulder, which it kind of is, but traveled from my neck into my shoulder. It's just pinching a nerve. I have a fucking herniated disc that's touching the nerve. Fortunately, it's not pinching the nerve, but it's like, yeah, they're like, it's clearly touching your nerve there. And they're like, that's why your fucking left arm's fucked. And I'm like, oh, fucking awesome. So basically, right now, I'm just in a lot of pain all the time. Sleeping sucks. Everything's sucks. Uh, and it's like, okay, I've been trying to get back into music and all this shit forever. And right when I get my first show with my fucking new band, they're all awesome, and my neck goes out. So I'm like, Leo, yo, Leo, Rigolio. Wait, I'm stoned. Rigolio. Leo, Lee, Rigolo, whatever. What up, yo? Jesus. I lift hard though to relieve pain. And that's what I'm it's French. Le rilolo. I don't know any French. Means the funny dude. Ah, awesome. I don't I noticed recently that I like a lot of French bands, but that's about it. French metal bands or doomy bands all around. There's a lot of good French stuff out there. What? I was really into Hangman's Chair there for a minute. They're damn good. Mars Red Sky is good. Gojira is good. Uh, First Fragment's good. Uh, there's another one I'm missing too. Some good stuff. Big fan of the French metal scene at the moment. And I liked all those bands. And at one point, I'm like, oh man, they're from France. Oh, they're French. Oh, they're Parisian. And I'm like, oh, I like the French house. Uh, I House music is a feeling. No, it's more of a feeling than a music to me. No, I I've tried really hard on electronic music all around, and there's good and bad. You know what I've realized is all music is hit and miss with me. I can't say I like anything in particular. Oh, and Mongolian metal, Mongolian, goddamn Mongolians. Uh, what is it? There's the Hue. I don't know if they're not the ones I'm thinking of though. They're okay, but there's another band that I like better, and it's very similar. My girlfriend would know what it is. And Leo, every music is a different vibe, different way to dance to. everything is. And what I've learned is, and this is true of a lot of things, but in particular, music is and this might be a pretty bleak way to, but at the same time, I'm very open and accepting way. And at the same time, I hate every genre of music. Most metal music is shitty. Most, pop music is shitty. Most uh, blues music is pretty shitty. Most this is shitty. Most that's shitty. Most rock is shitty. But most house music, most rap, most reggae, most other is shitty. But in every single one of those genres, this is the very open and expanding part of my view of it, is like every single one of them, all of them, house music, fucking jungle music, whatever fucking music, uh, even yeah, like every type I've experienced, except for polka and maybe. No, I'm just joking. But like I said, then there's Weird Al. No, but every music has this vein in it where uh it's great. You know what I mean? It's talent will find you regardless of what genre it disguises itself in. You know what I mean? I feel like a really talented person. There's just certain people who, instead of devoting their life to whatever you've devoted your life to, or I've devoted my life to, has devoted their life to, say, like a fucking instrument or mandolin or something. And you're like, holy shit, I didn't even know a mandolin, wow, you know what I mean? Or piano or vocally or whatever they do, or I'm just talking about music in general. But like I said, I'm like, talent will break through wherever it's at, I feel. And I feel like the music will form to you because it's coming out of you. Like, really, you're forming it, and it kind of mirrors back at you. And that's the cool thing about music, is if you're able to know somebody in a very interesting way because of how much music reflects the creator of it. Just like art, if art does that, paintings, music, you know it reflects who makes it, because so much of them is in it. And it's a way of seeing their mind in a 3D mapping type of way. If they make a sculpture, I guess, which a lot of people do, or a computer generated imagery, something like that. I don't know. Uh, all right. Oh shit, low knock. I've been listening to sludge metal. There's some good sludge, some sludge. Although crowbar is always the big name that comes to mind with the word sludge. I like the doomy, sludgy stuff. I like all types of music. See, okay, that being said about all music being shit, out of all of them, I feel like metal music in general, that's a very broad statement. Metal music is my overall what I find the most good shit in. Like, whether it's anything really slow and doomy, from anything from like Suno or whatever, to that's like as slow as it's gonna get, all the way to as fast as like Infant Annihilator and Rings of Saturn, and everything in between. Which those are fucking, like I said, like 2 beats per minute to like fucking 270 beats per minute. Like, metal seems to be the genre I find myself most comfortable with, and always have. Leo, there's too many types of music that anyone can find something they'll like, and that's what I feel like. And that's true too. There's music's a big thing. It's weird. I take it very serious and I enjoy it very much, but I also sometimes sit back and realize that there's so much of it that you could live an eternity. It'll, you know what I mean? It would take you 1,000 lifetimes, and during those 1,000 lifetimes, more music will have been made. It's a nonstop thing. You'd have to, even if you were born like you were a vampire or someone immortal, you were fucking McLeod. If you were a fucking Highlander, I haven't seen those in a long time. Uh, If you could live forever and you were born before the first song was ever made, there'd be a point where almost very rapidly, at one point, if you were around that person, it'd be weird because recordings hadn't existed. So even as recordings, let's just start there. You were born right before, or if you were vamped out right before the first recordings ever happened. At first, you could listen to every single recording, but as your life goes on, eventually, even there'd be this moment where like you drop into the abyss where like I own every record. I've heard everything that there ever is. But even if you were just one vampire or one eternal person, there'd be a moment where everyone was making music all at once. And you're like, shit, there's fucking 100 coming out this week, 1,000 coming out this week. There's 10,000 fucking songs coming out every fucking day. I mean, if you look at the list of music, it's so intensively massive. And granted, there's only so many notes that we usually tend to work with. We divide it into 12 mostly in the Western culture, but I mean, it's just crazy. It's not that we'll ever run out of music ever. It's that we constantly make it, and you could never hear it all. So, what? Hey, you know what I mean? It kind of goes into the abyss. Everybody has to. There was a point where just having a fucking record, like I said, one of those things. There's only one to go around, two to go around, 100 to go around. But when there's the pool is a deep, deep pool, is all I'm saying. So, and that's the same with these YouTube videos. That's the same with every piece of art, um, which I'm glad because, in my opinion, everyone should be able to make music at home. You know what I mean? It just it's kind of kept it in that same position of where the elite people who can really afford to push it the biggest are the people who win. I'm a strong believer that me and you, whoever the fuck you are, I'm willing to put it in whether you have zero amount of interest in music at all. But we could sit here, make music of some type, no matter how crappy it turned out, honestly. And then if we showed it, but if we really liked it, even or we have some interest, if it was able to be shown to a large enough group of people, uh, somebody would like it. You know what I mean? That's the key is like having it shown. Exposure's massive. So I don't know. There's so many different tastes out there that if you fucking are shown to a large enough audience that there's enough people who have that taste that you'll find that audience. It's a weird thing. Oh, and if a man do mandolin, what do a woman do? Ah. Women can do Lynn too. It's 2021. Fights are so anyway on right now. Thank you for joining me instead of watching the UFC. I used to enjoy it, but now Leo, I agree with you, and also it reflects the personality of the person listening to the music or collecting the art. That's true too, and eventually it forms the art, it forms the person. I know that from first-hand experience. The music I've listened to, and the movies I watched, and cartoons I watched as a kid and shown as a child. That shit influences who you become a lot. That's where your sense of humor comes from. Tons of shit. So, well, yeah, that's the stats on YouTube. It's like 10,000 minutes of YouTube video is uploaded every minute. So yeah, you could never watch it all unless you wait for humans to die, and then you wouldn't have it recorded. It'd be hard. Leo, I'm gonna take a dab with you. Cheers to that. We're about to get lit. We got some Mob Boss, big old waxy Mob Boss. It's this white champagne wax, and it is damn dandy. As I set my hair on fire in my hand. There we go. Sit there. Sam Macklin from Yellow Beam. All right. Phil. He goes Darth Vader with the dab. When the dab heats up, you can hear it. It's great. Uh-oh. For real. Oh, I go Darth Vader. Did my voice kind of crack out? Leo, I also have some Gelinade live resin diamonds. That sounds tits. I mean, really cool. That sounds sweet. I mean, uh, yeah, this is actually pretty good stuff. So I haven't had good wax in a very long time. Usually, wax is kind of not my thing, especially the consistency of it. But this white champagne wax has been ridiculously good. It's all creamy. It's crazy. I had one and it tasted like a lemon cakey. It was fucking great. So anyway, whatever you're dapping, it's the torch is the Darth Vader thing. Anyway, cheers to that. Cheers to you guys. Wherever the cats are. Oh, he's still sleeping right there. Anyway, what time we got? 8:49. We're doing good. Cheers, everybody. Oh, oh, see, I'm afraid to do that. Oh, I hurt my neck. It's finally getting cool enough at night that I don't have to have the swamp cooler on right there, so it's quieter and you can hear more of what I'm saying without the distortion. And also, you can see some of the smoke actually blow, as well as blowing smoke rings. You normally have a fucking cooler on me right here. Woo! Nick, I'm so heckin' late. Only about 2 hours, bro. You're good. Holy shit. Cheers. Cheers, Lodok. Nick, Phil, Leo. Who else is on here? Everyone's getting a shout out on the thing. Owen. Leo again. What's up? What terpene do you prefer? I like the gassy type of the more fruity ones. So recently, I got these two, and I was talking with this other grower, and I'm like, you know what, the two I kind of like, I've been liking really, and they're a little bit on the rarer side. You don't hear about them or see them. They're harder to find, but I got two really good ones. Were a limey flavor, like lime. It was key lime batter, live batter, and it was fucking amazing. It just very lime, citrusy. It had a distinct flavor, and it was great. And then the other one I got was apple. It was like a caramel apple batter again, and I'm like, man, apples and limes. I really like those terpene profiles. I forget what they were called. I looked them up. I suck at remembering those names. They're these huge names that have no reference to me really. So they're just like, I just like the limey, appley flavors, and they're kind of on the rare side. So when I see either of those, a lime flavor or an apple flavor, I kind of shoot for those pretty quick for flavor. I've been really liking those. And yeah, I don't see them a lot. uh, Nick, I've been hard at work and I'm back to school again to get a degree in automotive technology. That sounds like right up your alley. Ears Che, and Frey. I can't speak Ig Latin Te. Leo, yes, key lime. Oh, and Leo, damn, I'm high. I can't type. Uh, no worries. But yeah, that key lime one was just, there's something really good about that one. Holy shit, that's tasty. So key lime and apples. Yeah, caramel apple is what I got, but I'm like, you just don't see it a lot. Damn, it's good. Really like that. Nick, yeah. What's everybody's favorites? Let's hear some favorite flavors that you've gotten off of some pot. Nick, my favorite flavors are sweeter, lemony, gassy, and piney. Which is I've had trying to think. There's also the just trying to put my finger up. I don't know. Uh, it's that very. It's this like a hashy, I guess. Yeah, yeah, hash. Where it's like it tastes like hash has a certain flavor to it. So really, I want to say I keep wanting to say like a thick aroma. But that's not. It's not coming out right. Really stoned again too. Um, but some plants just have a very hash flavor where I like that a lot too. Also, another one I really like and haven't had in a very long time is chocolate. Those chocolate flavors are good, but I've had some like pretty boof. I don't like the word boof to be 100% honest. I just like shitty. I've had some pretty shitty uh, boof ass. It's just new to me. Um, but yeah, I've had some pretty shitty pot with chocolate too. So that'll ruin it for you. Anyway, Leo, the gelinade I have right now is like lemon pie. I like those and like I've noticed that lemon and limeys usually come with like the pie wedding cakey type gelato-y sometimes the flavors. But anyway, gelinade I have right now has that like lemon pie. And wait, now is like a lemon pie, and I have a live rosin sour apple. See, there you go, and that tastes straight like an apple candies. See, and I've noticed I really like those apple ones. Yep, both of those. Oops, what I do? Keep the thing. Did I mess up? Anything? Yes, it did. There we go. Let's go back down. All right, Nick, you said it right. Oh, that's good. Leo, creamy can be good too, but not all the time. Yeah, yeah. Leo, Chocolope. Chocolope's good. There's another old school strain. I have a Chocolope T-shirt I wear every Easter. Uh, it's got like a chocolate bunny that has a bong. It says Chocolope on it, and it's great. All right. Owen, don't worry. Hashi was the first flavor that came to mind for me. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, and it's hashi. That's what it was. I'm like, there's this like it's I kept wanting to say like potently or aroma, but it's sometimes it just tastes like hash. And I like that. I know a plant called hash plant. I've never had hash plant, but I know of it. I would imagine that that's why it is. Although I think it's called that because it has a lot of crisp with it. Take a look in the pocket there. Oh, there's a puppy. There's a puppy. There's a puppy. You got your little. Yeah, you do. Cheers. Woo! Oh! Ah, that way away from you. No, hop up here. You put hop up here. If you want. If you want. That's good too. I can see you. Oh, I missed you. Oh, I missed you. Did everybody miss the Phoenix? Everybody say hi to Phoenix. There you go. You wanna go up? There's my bestest girl. Who's my bestest girl? Who's the bestest girl? Huh? All right. Here's the doggo. What you smelling? Yeah. You okay? Yeah. I think I am okay. Yeah, there's a lot of. I'm hoping fireworks and not bombs going on outside. So, uh, If anybody knows of anything happening in Colorado right now, give me a heads up so we're not all getting bombed. Huh? All right. Hopefully, I know it's the games on tonight, but there's like explosions everywhere out here and no what you call it? No fireworks that we can see. Anyway. See, everyone says what up, Phoenix. All right, where did I miss you? Yeah, I do hear that. Leo, here too there was fireworks. I don't know why. Okay. Tastes like crap. Neck hurts. All right. Let's get back up there. Darth Vader. All right, it's my first time growing, and I thought I killed my plant by mistake. So I planted two others. Hey, they're resilient, but I'm at the point now where if I almost kill them, I'm wary on regrowing them because sometimes you can have hermaphrodite plants from that. So just keep that in mind. I don't know. I'm super worried about that. Nick, doggy. I hope your doggy's doing well, Nick. Hopefully, little Charlie's okay. Finally went back to the cabin after 7 months, and I feel like a new man. That's good. Oh, Phil, what up, Phoenix? Yeah, she's gone now, but she's good. All right, Leo. But now I have 4 healthy plants. Hey, more the merrier. Here too, fireworks. I don't know why. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. It's not a little either. It's a lot. All right, Jesus, but apparently we can't see him. I'm in here. Yeah, they're disturbingly loud. All right, kitty cat. And they just sound weird too. They don't sound like normal fireworks. Hmm. I know. All right, cat. Cat, cat, cat. Yep. There's always cats, just to let you know. They're just hanging out. Nick, what am I smoking? I'm actually smoking some Citrix, where I was. Some Citrix that my mom grew. It was pretty good. That Citrix stuff. Oh, and this is some Mob Boss. The dog's at meow. Mob Boss OG, I think it is. Mob Boss OG. Can't talk. Uh, there we go. Jesus, I remember that rosin I had sitting in the fridge from a few months ago, Venom. I still have it. That's cool. It tastes like crap though. I plan on making canna butter with it. I have some that same thing, same idea. I was also gonna do a video on it, how I am gonna make chocolates with it, but chocolate went up crazy. I used to get this chocolate on Amazon. Really hate to say it. God, weird noises outside. I used to get this chocolate on Amazon, and it went from like $25 for like this huge ass bag to like 45. And I'm like, and then I went on other places online, and it was the best price. I'm like, geez, how did I used to get $25? Jesus. Anyway, eventually I'll get some cash, make some cannabis chocolate, can of chocolate, whatever. Show how I get rid of crappy hash that I don't really want to smoke because it's terrible. I guess I'll ingest it. At least I won't have to cough my brains out. Anyway, Leo, yep, cat. Uh, oh, Nick, I got a blend of headband and grape ape. I'm growing grape ape right now, and Charlie's doing great. That's great. Uh, Growing some grape ape. That I have a lot of grape ape growing right now. It doesn't look like my favorite stuff, but I haven't. It's not close or anything. It's not flowering, and it's still got me. I just haven't been on it. My neck is so fucked up. Like just sitting in this chair for a minute, it's kind of fucking my neck up, and I'm like moving back and forth, but uh, and leaning. I shouldn't probably be doing that. So, but they're okay. It's just very seems like a very sativa e plant. Have like if you just gave me plants and I just didn't know what they were, and I was saying these words like sativa e or indica e, I just mean like how they look. Like it's very thin and branchy again, and I like a and like literally I'm growing it right next to other ones that are like really big and bushy. Northern Lights is still one of my favorites just because it's a very heavy indica, and it's a very resilient plant. And I mean, I get leaves off of it like fucking every time. They're just like gigantic, and I'm like, okay, see, I like that feeling. I feel like I haven't budded yet, and also I fucking have been kind of fucking everything up and slacking, so I'm hoping it goes great. But I feel like I can always get a good yield and always just get high. That's the two things I kind of go for the most. There's a lot of different flavors and experiments going on right now, but I still like to keep it pretty old school because I'm doing a lot of things right now, so I like something that's more on the easy grow that I know does its job. You know what I mean? So, but because it's for me anyway. So, Leo, I'm growing Buddha's cane. I've never heard of Buddha's cane, but I like the name. Uh, Lonock, I've smoked grape ape, earthy and floral. I've it's what I got. You know what I mean? It worked out perfect. My homie hooked me up, and I'm gonna hook him up with some smoke if he wants it. Although he gets such big fucking meals because I'm just saying he probably whatever I offer him probably I feel like I'd owe him more type thing. You know what I mean? But hopefully I could get a good amount to give him and just blaze him up at least. Fucking say thanks. Shoot him some money, except for I'm a broke ass fuck. Uh, just been really broke. Been wondering about how to do shit, you know, and get everything under control and manageable and not lose my mind and my fucking I don't know, just family's been crazy. There's crazy family stuff going on. Always is. I just hope everyone's okay type stuff. Everyone, yeah. So it's just one of those things, and I don't know. Back to what I was saying. It's good to just keep saying. That's why I keep myself busy. That's why I do it. I've learned that works. Granted, some things fall by the wayside. I'm constantly stoned. I'm trying to do what's best in my eyes at all times, and still enjoy myself and do what I can do while I'm here. You know what I mean? So I don't have a holder for those. We're gonna do the same thing. Lonock, I'm too busy, and you're doing the right thing. I really wish I could go to school, but I'm just a broke ass loser. And I haven't made those steps yet, but I should immediately because I really, really want to be able to get a nursing license as soon as possible. Uh, or CDA, or what am I thinking of? CNA, certified nurse assistant. Yeah, CNA, whatever. I'd really like to do that. Um, just I have a lot of people in my life that would benefit, and I could help them much more efficiently that way. And it's just like I said, one of the things I wouldn't mind doing, but it's kind of financially out of my goals at the moment. I can't even figure shit out. Leo, how much do I smoke? So right now I'm a little bit on the low end, and that's why I've realized something recently that hash really does go a lot farther, and I smoke, and it's just the way it does, you know, for the money. anyway, because I was saying I was trying to break it down. Rough estimate, and this is why I try to grow as much as possible. And I was done with this because I've been spending a lot of money uh, for a long time. Uh, this hasn't been happening for the past like 6 months, almost to a year now, because I have a new boss, the world, just everything. Mostly, I have a new boss. Was a big one, who took away all the money I was making and fucked me over in that sense. World is how it is. Whatever. Um, I haven't been buying what I did, but normally I was buying, I would say, 3 ounces a month of like the way I would do it is I buy like usually half. So you could say let's split them though. Buy an ounce and a half of the popcorn buds, low grade stuff, and then an ounce and a half of like whatever their top shelf stuff was. Was really good. And I'd smoke their good stuff out of a bong, and I'd smoke their other shit in joints because I like rolling just joint after joint. So that's one thing. I pretty much do it like people smoke cigarettes usually. Uh, and I just enjoy smoking also. So I'm okay with popcorn buds on those. And you can kind of, it's just not as harsh for some reason. Smoking a joint, I can smoke crappier pot. That's just how it is. Don't know why. That's how it is. And then I have a bong, dude. If it's not real smooth, real good pot, I don't smoke out of a bong because it's just like, fuck that. I'm not just gonna cough myself out every single time. So that's the goal anyway. Uh, and then I would buy an ounce of concentrate, however that would be. So it's $350 for that ounce of concentrate for that month, and then those 3 ounces of pot were usually like 160, and then maybe a little bit cheaper, I guess. But you know what? That hash sometimes will last me a little bit more than no, yeah, because you get 28 grams, and yeah, it has to last me more than that because I don't smoke a gram a day every day. Although it gets a little close, but not quite a gram a day. If I Because I have really long days, you know what I mean? So some days I get damn close. So I'm thinking it's damn close to like 350 a month, and especially if I could just do this more. Because usually I smoke more on the show. So I don't know. Leo. All right, wait. All right, same dude. It's been about 2 years, but it's expensive. Yeah, it's fucked. Damn, that's interesting. Uh, Try every weed, both joint and bong. I mean, I try it. I can tell right away. I probably load a bowl right when I get every, you know, or probably roll a joint. Probably roll a joint right away with every fucking bag I get or whatever. And then I'm like, okay, this is really good. Joint, probably bong weed. If it's really fucking harsh, I'm like, dude, for some reason, I'm able to smoke it in a joint just fine. That's why I buy some cheap popcorn stuff, because I'm able to smoke it out of a joint. It's fine. So still way better than a cigarette. Oh, what up, dude? All right, now let's see here. Some weed is smoother on the bong than a joint. Yeah, well, I haven't had that too much, but I could see that a little bit. And every bong's a little bit different. You get a nice ice cold bong and a good. Sometimes it just hits just right. uh, Leo, and when I have a high grade smoke, I smoke in a joint to really taste it, and that could be. I mean, I don't know. For some reason, joints are just more my thing too. I guess so. Maybe that just is more how I prefer to smoke it, so I'm judging it better. But yeah. Plus, when I hit a bong, it's all like thick. Like I can smoke a joint in, reasonable puffs is what it is. I think it is. If it's really harsh pot, you know what I mean? I'm like, I can take reasonably small puffs and no big deal. A bong, dude, you fill it up and you clear it. I do. I have a pretty similar way to hit all bongs. Fill that bitch up, clear it out. If it's fucking harsh, I'm gonna die. If it's smooth, I might not die. So that's kind of why the bong thing happens like that. uh, Nick, I need to come here more. You do, man. It's been a long time. I missed everybody. It's been a while. Like I said, I've been really busy. Next week, I'm highly thinking about live streaming the live show, especially if anybody says, "Yeah, live stream the live show." It's in a backyard party, so I have no idea. I might get there and be like, I don't know who's going, what it's going to be like, but it would be cool. I think it'd be fun to do. So it's an idea. All right, Leo, happened to me right now. I have some Sunday Driver and some Slurricane. Oh, those both sound. I've heard of Sunday Driver and Slurricane sounds good though. And the Slurricane is not so good in a joint, but so smooth and ballin'. That's kind of cool. Lonock, it's would be nice to. Oh wow, I'm so stoned. It's nice. It's wood. It it would be nice to be a weed reviewer. And I was gonna try and make this show, like I said, a little bit about that. It'd be nice to be a weed reviewer like that Urban Remo on YouTube. They smoke a lot of weed, and I had ideas of how and what I was gonna do too, but it's just money. It's literally only money. Otherwise, I had a lot of I have a lot of ideas for the show, but when you're dealing with pot, there's two downsides. One, I was talking about this earlier. They don't want to promote you because you're talking about pot, and they don't want their platform to be associated with it. Yada yada. But two, uh, it's expensive. You know, fucking if you really burn down like the glass, that's why I have a lot of cheaper glass on here. Because I'm like, yeah, I don't have any money, broke ass, but I will try and give tips to people who are broke like I am, where to invest their money, where to what I think is the has worked for me and why. It's all I can do. Uh, Leo, it's but the Sunday driver is so smooth and joint, but harsh in a bong. Huh, weird. Bong facts, says Phil. Yeah, no shit. And Leo, let's go. Sounds cool. Bam, bam, firing off each other like crazy. All right, let's get something going, and then oh yeah, I got this joint. We'll do a joint and then call it a night. Probably take it one more dab. Joint dab. Where is the pot? I don't have any. Oh yeah, it's over here. I got the stoned wolf jar. He's like, yeah, look how stoned he is. That guy's stoned. All right. Hey, it's Kenzie. Hello for the end. Oh, well, you know how long that'll last. Leo, the wheel. Yep, we'll spin of the wheel. And then roll a joint here, and then I'll call it night. Kenzie, dog pick incoming. Yeah, there we go. Won lots of BAM hunt rim barn. Looked like a M. There's literally a light right where I'm reading the thing. I should probably change that. Whatever. Anyway, there's a light there. Yes. There's a barn hunt ribbons this weekend. Yeah. And give us a huge dab. I'll be the ender. How about that? But I'm going to roll us a joint right now. Yeah, that's good stuff. I did see a seed or two in here, was the only thing I was going to say about my mom. My mom's pot. They ended up being really good, the Citrix. She did not have any temp. Well, actually, I think it might have been just the clones she got. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I was expecting them on Instagram, but yeah, I will show those as well. I got a little surprised there. I'm like, who the fuck is texting me? Trevor, favorite song right now? Uh, I I don't know exactly what my favorite song is, but I'm trying to figure out what song I want to do a cover of with the band I'm in. They're very distinct on doing a cover, and they asked me to pick it since I'm going to be singing it. And I'm like, that's a good question. So I came up with a list, and they came up with a song, and the song they came up with. It's not that I don't want to do it. I like that song, and I do want to do it, but my girlfriend wants to do it more than I do. So she might make a guest appearance, but we're both fucked. My girlfriend. Oh yeah, I haven't given you guys any updates. Uh, all right, let me go back up here. Take a huge dab, said Nick. Phil, got to go, homie. Thank you, buddy, for the streams. Well, I should be on next week, probably a live stream if you're down of the band. It'd be fun. If not, uh, and say, fuck no, don't show up. We'll see how it goes, but that's what I'm doing next week, and it wouldn't be too hard for me to do a live stream. So I'm thinking about it. The only thing I need is internet access where I'm going, which I might not have. So, but might not be hard either. All right. Uh, back to that favorite song thing. Right now, favorite song. Uh, no clue. No clue at all. Probably one off of the band's stuff I've been working on. Uh, yeah, I know. Favorite song right now would probably be the "Stone to Death." That seems fitting for the show too. It's a great song. It's my favorite one right now. Yeah, I do have a favorite song. "Stone to Death." Well, it's my favorite one to sing. Uh, it's a great song, and that's the one. Uh, took a second there. Peace out, Phil. All right, Kenzie, my B. I'm suppose Instagram doesn't make all the noise. You're fine. Killer Paco Blep in there. Nice. Although on what you call it, getting it that way, I can just look it up like right away. So it's more effective and I can hear it. So be like, hey, dog, pictures now. So that works too. Kenzie, I wish your band page would post more videos on Insta. Serious? I can tell them that. They'll fucking do a ton. What type of videos do you mean? Like of the band playing? Or just in general? There was some funny videos on their Facebook that they posted. But yeah, I didn't even know you followed. I'll let them know because I'm down to do them. Uh, I'm not an Instagram admin on their thing, so I can't post right now on their thing. But I try to tell them I do the show. You know what I mean? I'm like I have followers, and I mean, and not only that, but I mean, like I could maybe like I've done a couple things. I can maybe make some videos and stuff. I've edited some shit. Anyway, uh, let's see here. But good insight. Thank you, Kenzie. Any input on the band is huge. I appreciate that. Uh, and I'm gonna show some pictures as soon as I roll this joint up. Promise. All right, Trevor. Do I have to season a new quartz nail? So that is a myth, and I would say definitely not. I've done it. Don't do it. You don't. No need. If you do want to season it, the only thing you have to do is get it hot, get it glowing red hot, and then let it cool off. You've seasoned the nail. You burned off anything that's on there, and by the next dab, you're going to be fine. I've done it both ways. Uh, Trying to do it different, like let something burn in there and just like not smoke it and stuff. Trust me, quartz is a very clean thing to smoke off of unless there's something on it. So just get it red hot, and you've burned off anything that might potentially be on it or in it or whatever you're worried about. But by your next one, or even on that first one, you're fine. I think the biggest thing that you need to do is get a thermometer of some type or have some way of gauging how hot it is, or do cold starts where you just put the shit in there at first and then warm it up until it starts smoking. Uh, is a good way till it starts vaporizing, I guess it would be even a better way to put it. Because the best thing to do is just not have it burn in there. Then you'll chaz up your banger and get it all smoky and fucked up. I have one somewhere. Like I've done a lot of dabs out of this, and it's still fucking crystal clear. Just because I don't let it get over like 700's a damn warm dab, depending on how much you're putting in there. Big thing. All right. Trevor, listen to Dark, Mr. Kitty. After Dark. Listen to After Dark, Mr. Kitty. Okay, I'll do all these things. Nick, I've been trying my hand at Vapor Trap. Uh, what DAW do you got, Nick? That'd be cool to know too. Nick, my friend, Fiend World is my favorite collective so far. Really unique sounds. I'll save all this stuff. You know, I'm a big fan of taking inputs from everybody's opinions on stuff. I do. I save all those things. Yeah, that's one thing I like too is the ability to talk to somebody, stream it back, get it stuff, and then put it right on my phone on fucking Spotify. That is really nice. Spotify is not great for the artist, but it is really great for the consumer. I will admit that. So, and as a consumer, pretty much primarily, I mean, can't say too much about it negatively, really. Where's I need to get a crutch real quick here, and then this. Nick, good call, and then Kenzie. Yeah, y'all playing. I obviously can't make a show. It'd be nice to be able to see you guys. Oh, yeah. Uh, yeah, y'all playing. I obviously can't make a show, and it would be nice to see you guys. Yeah, so next week I was going to live stream the show. It's going to be early, probably. I have to look. Oh man, my phone is going to die. I have like 1%, so I got to plug in my phone real quick. I have to get a crutch, and then we'll share some videos and yada yada yada. Sounds good. But yeah, next week, a week from today, my band is playing. I will live stream it. I have all the equipment. What I'm streaming on right now is a laptop. The webcam I have is on a tripod. I can bring all that shit and see how it turns out. Trevor, yeah, why didn't I ask you, buddy? Yeah, Memories by 347 Aiden. 347 Aiden. Yeah, I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, I'm down. Like I said, I like music, and I'm pretty open on to listening to everything. We were just talking about that earlier on this uh, stream, this live stream. It's been what 2.5 hours. Good call though, and thank you for everyone for sticking around and making sure that I'm still sticking around. I've been busy, is all, and it's been keeping me mentally in a pretty damn good place because everything's so. Keeping mentally good is awesome. I am going to do those things I just said: crutch and phone charger. Ugh. Damn. Oh, those are both hard to find. All right. And my bad, Aiden with 2 A's. All right. All right. Thanks for hanging with me there. So we got that there. Plug that in. No. There we go. I can plug that in the meow. Right? Meow. Right? Meow. And then we got our book of raw tips, which Ziggy's very interested in. Do that. I like to keep the light right. Meow. There we go. And what are we gonna do? We'll do a little M because I do those. All right. Oh, now it's just the jumble. That kind of kept its M. All right. Let's see, meow. But hopefully everyone's doing halfway decent. I know I'm hanging in there by a thread myself. So, Kenzie, I think that means you should send that joint to Minnesota. It has my initial on it, right? I don't know why I always get M's. I guess they could be W's too, but I like M's better. M's are better. Hell yeah. I don't know how cool they'll be with sending it, but fuck it. Let's do this shit. It's not my problem. That's the thing I like about the FedEx guy. He's a drug dealer and he doesn't even know it. Yeah. All right. Wombo. Wombo. The W's. Not very. I'm going to pick it up tomorrow. All right. Let me get this here. Not very. What? What? I missed it. I'm sorry. I missed my brain scatter. Sandy. Misty Man. Yo, Venom. Back to your question about what song to cover. Your band should do a cover of John Lennon's "Well, Well, Well." You'll get, uh, you'll get to blast your larynx on that one. Yeah, no shit. Uh, it's been hard thinking of one, to be honest, and also one in general. I think I narrowed it down a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, they had an idea for a few, but my voice doesn't fit. It is hard to think about it. Kenzie, mail would not be very happy if you sent it, and I'm going to pick up flour tomorrow. Ah, there you go. So yeah, well, they won't have to know is the goal, but yes, let's not risk it, especially if you're picking up some flour tomorrow anyway. But this joint is dedicated to all of you. So there you go. Take that. All right, now let's share some pictures real quick. Anyone can send me pictures, and it's just the same as my username on YouTube. Oh, yeah. There you go. So, anyone wants to send that would be fine. Lonak, I rolled my joint, man. Well, cheers. Cheers to try not to knock everything over. Cheers. Alrighty. So, get that out of my way so I don't knock it over. All this stuff's got to go so I don't knock it over. All right. And I forgot to mention that it's been just a little rough because my girlfriend had her appendix removed like 2 days ago. She's still all fucked up. And my neck, I have a herniated disc in my neck. So between the two of us, we're not doing so good. It's been really, really hard. And then my grandma's not doing good. Everything's just been tough. But doggos make it better, huh? All right, let's follow that here. I really like this new camera I got. It actually, if I hold it still, you can actually see the pictures. Blurs out for a second, but look at those two little proud puppies. Look at those, look like some proud puppies. Look at that. Ah. 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 Mm. Bleh. 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 Ah. That's awesome. Uh-oh. Looks like we got something else in here. Phone sucks. Oh, we got that. Ooh. 5-gram Canagar. See if we can't get that in there. There we go. Bam. Yeah, this new camera kicks ass that it actually can focus in on this shit. I used to have a really hard time and my neck is fucked up. So the fact that it just works, I can just lean over for a second and come back and we share whatever. Good on it. Good shit. That's a hell of a joint. Yeah, what we got? Yeah. Cool. Sweet. Looks like that's it. Well, that was nice. Let's spin that wheel of dabs. Dab upon the wheel spins. Leo, I wanted to send some pics of my cat, but she hates pictures. I have almost none, so I sent my awesome Canagar. Hey, that's cool. That's how it goes. That was a hell. I was gonna say that's a fatty too. Yeah. Cheers to that. Kenzie, booms. Ah, you scared me for a second. The timing of me saying boomstick was right when that ended up, and I'm sure there's a delay by at least 10, 15 seconds, maybe more, between me and you and coming back to me. So I'm like, oh, the boomstick, not the boomstick. I'd be dead. I will take a big fatty for the end of the night, though. I promise that. Then I might just noodle on the guitar like I usually do until I fade out, as the audience usually does by that point too, which is fine. All right, so oh yeah, guys, want to do me a favor? Uh, yeah, there we go. Condemned to Burn. That's the name of my band. You can follow that on Instagram, bunch of shit like that. Uh, Facebook. And even if you want to just like it and then just mute it or whatever, just have it in your likes. I appreciate the shit out of it. The more those numbers go up, the easier it is to get shows, to be honest, because they assume that's how many people you're going to. But that gets us more shows, that gets us more things. And little shit like that, you'd be surprised how much that matters when you're actually like a local touring band. People actually pay attention to that, especially promoters. So any little bit you can towards Condemned to Burn, I appreciate the absolute hell out of. And I will try my best to entertain you the best I can with the awesome band I got. So they're where it's all at. So boom. All right. Kenzie, I'm grinding some pretty bud. Nice. About to pack a bowl. Uh, hell yeah. This pot means the world to me. I would take this pot over almost any other pot because it's from my mom. My mom grew it. So it's just, how awesome is that? Oh, what else we got? This Leo here. Ah, it's the kitty. There's a kitty. Oh, here's a kitty. Yeah. Oh, kitty. I'm a big cat fan. I gotta say I love pussy, but I didn't want to be too vulgar. Pussy cats, they're pretty cool. All right, short forest. And just like I did last time, I will put away the last bong I had because that was working well for me. So I put this one away. See, I got cats all around me. I got one cat just sleeping there on the floor. Nick, I gotta have some clips of your performance when you do it, bro. I'm gonna head out. See you next time, next Saturday. It might be next Friday. Well, no, wait, yeah, next Saturday I'm gonna do the live stream of the show. So if you're on next Saturday, there's two. First off, I have to have Wi-Fi there. Second off, I have to make sure that everything's set up, and that's gonna take time and yada yada. But it seems very chill. It's literally a backyard party, so I don't know what the stage will be like. I don't know what anything will be like. The sound will be like. I'll have to probably. I don't know. Who knows? So if all goes well, uh, I'll have that shit up and running. And next Saturday, it'll be fun to do a live stream. I think, but we'll see. So, and like I said, anything you can do for my band, Condemned to Burn, which I put up on the little chat here. Uh, yeah, that's awesome. Right now, I don't know what's going on in my life. There's way too much to explain or to think of rationally, to be 100% honest, but that's okay. You know, I'm just taking it one day at a time, and I'm trying to do everything I can to make everybody as happy and entertained as possible because that's all I'm looking forward to. Just have a good one, man. Fucking try to get through this shit together and help each other out. That's the big thing. That's what I'm trying to do is help people and help my family out and try not to totally lose myself in the process. But somehow I've always noticed that putting out good vibes in the world always seems to help me mentally. And like I said, it's that keeping busy and not just keeping busy, but keeping busy in positive stuff that makes you happy. My I get most of my pleasure from making other people happy. So I'm like, if I'm staying busy doing what I love, that probably means I'm trying to make other people happy. So it's a win-win all around. It's my goal anyway. Uh-oh. Well, let's do one more, Kenzie, and then what was I gonna do? Switch out the bongs. See, like I said, I told you, you might think you're late, but you know me, dude. Yeah, I'll fucking say goodbye for fucking an hour. Oh, ooh, that does look pretty, don't it? Ooh, I'm just zooming in on that. It doesn't do too much justice on the camera or on the my camera. Looks like a jar of happiness to me, though, or a grinder full of happiness, anyway. Yeah, those are cool. I really want to get. I just had my Instagram up. Really want to get one of these guys because of my panda. Because I have a cat named Panda. His name is Domino Glass, and goddamn, he just destroys it, dude. That's the goal. I have a few gold pipes. His is up there. Some of them got smashed because the people ended up being jackasses, and I'm not going to give them thousands of dollars, even though they're great artists. All right, Kenzie, it's from a bag my guy threw me for trimming his dog's nails. That's cool. Oh, is it? Okay. I can never tell how anything is turning out that much. I do have lights and stuff. Like, if you can't tell, it's a little hard for me to see everything. And I'm always looking like this up here. This is where I'm looking a lot of the time because this is where my screen's at. Down here is where my webcam's at. And really, I should be looking up anyway with my neck. All right. Leo, I'll be back. See you in 15. See if you're still there. Yeah, probably will be, huh? I have to switch out bongs. Anyone wants to send some pictures, now's a good time, or something like that. Uh, whatever you need to do, load a bowl, do your thing. Dump this first off. Here. Oh, I gotta fill this one up with water. Thanks for bearing with me. Strawberry, berry. All right. All right. Sorry that took so long. I had something else to do. Like I said, might be a second. All right. But I wanted to show you these. These are some of my mushrooms I've been growing. Oh, it's broken. That's okay. I'll try to get it out in one piece. Lost a chunk here. That's okay. We're doing okay. Yeah, I squish it a little to get it in here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, God damn it. God damn it. Ugh. Let's go, kitty. Come on. All right. I broke it even more. But here are some of my mushrooms I grew. How you like them apples, huh? This is the piece of it that broke off. You can really check out the gills on it. So I broke it a little more than I wanted again. Look at those monsters, right? Now that's a mushroom, right? So these are the garden giants I planted like forever ago. Oh, they smell so good. Just some of the proudest I've ever been is these mushrooms right now. These whole batch. I have more mushrooms. My entire fridge is filled with mushrooms. The only thing that sucks is it's been really hot outside, and the mushrooms have been fucking drying out, which sucks. But these are good. And the dried out ones you can still use in soups and stuff, I guess. But it's just not prime. These guys, oh man, just look at how meaty and good those are. I mean, just you know, this man, so heavy, so much good stuff going on right here. Ah, couldn't be more psyched about that. Tons of spore prints. It's so easy to get spore prints from these. So you check that out. Just wipe it on there. It's crazy. So super cool, amazing mushroom. Uh, I couldn't be more stoked about these guys. King Strophareus, garden mushroom, garden giants, wine caps. Cheers. That's why I like fall. It's mushroom season for me. September. It's my sister's birthday. I start getting mushrooms. My buds are starting to harvest outside. My little tiny buds. I have a bunch of little itty bitty cloves. It's a good time. All right, Jesus. I found similar mushrooms like that, but a lot smaller around a few trees. Yeah, I mean, if you don't know what you're doing, I mean, it's best not to eat them. These guys, I fucking planted these. I planted these a while ago and finally get to murder out some fucking giant mushrooms. They're a lot better when you pick them small, but they're so fun to grow huge like that. It's hard not to let them get big. I guess I'll just shove them back in the bag. It was worth showing you guys, though. I feel like once I put them on the show, they're immortalized forever. So that's all I want to do. I have a very simple plan in life of just being surrounded by the people I love, getting a becoming a certified nurse's assistant, at least being a CNA, so I could take care of the people I love and care about. Like right now, my girlfriend is in pretty much bedridden. She can barely get up and use the bathroom. She's in incredible amounts of pain. She had her appendix bust, where like it was on the verge of busting, and just like as they were taking it out, type stuff, practically. She's lucky to be okay. I'm glad she's okay. She decided it hurt enough to go to the doctor, and I'm like, it's just like I don't know. That's another reason I've been letting the mushrooms dry out there. Have a lot of dried out mushrooms. Ah, Jesus, what does it mean when shrooms randomly grow around trees? It means that that tree is probably much healthier. Um, if you notice the one I've decided to smoke out of, uh, they found that about like 90%, probably more, of all plants on above, not underwater, is what I'm trying to say. Uh, anyway, like 90% of plants are, and that's probably where the other 10% or whatever I'm guessing is. But 90% of plants have some type of myco, myc, mycorrhizal relationship to fungus. So the yeah, I can barely fucking talk right now. But the mushrooms actually help the trees grow. Certain mushrooms only grow in between certain trees, and certain trees, like they've really been doing this in the last like 20 years or so at the most, where like they're really narrowing it down that that's one of the keys to healthy plant growth is having some type of fungus, pretty much mushroom, mycorrhizal presence in the dirt. So some type of mushroom. The mushrooms are very like the fruit of the tree is the way to think of mushrooms. Underneath the ground is where all the action is. And what do I have over here? I have more mushrooms over here, but they're indoor mushrooms. I like to grow oyster mushrooms too and shit like that, along with other types. And yeah. Anyway, let's take a dab here. So mushrooms are super important. They're tasty. They're really fun to grow. I highly recommend you give it a try. So, Jesus, I'm pretty sure it wasn't edible. Would be afraid to try it. Always know what you're doing is the key. Certain mushrooms, like I have a mushroom on my necklace that's a very distinct looking mushroom. It's a morel. And if you find one of those, you know, if you're still not sure, there's apps on your phone that'll do it. They'll identify mushrooms for you. And there's different ways to test them. Uh, did you see that black ink that's on my fingers? How it's purple, dark purple like that? That's an indicator between you look at the size, color, the attributes of it. Like there's certain ringlets that will form or dots that will form. The gills underneath will be a different type. And those, you can look for those, and the color of these spore prints that you'll get will change, and use that to identify what you got. Between all those things, you can narrow it down. Where you're at, what type of year, what time, God damn it, what year, what time of the year. God damn. I'm obviously done. I gave you my whole night, which is fine. Was it 3 hours? All right, we're still on this mob boss just because I'm lazy and it's here. So, yeah. Let's get that going. We're down to the last little crumbly bits of it, too. All right, so. There's my thermometer. There we go. All right, everybody. Here's to it. Cheers. Oh, oh, uh-oh. Gotta check my Insta, says Marty. All right. Whole bunch of photos. Oh, oh, oh shit! Bunch of goodies. Oh, I wish you could fucking swipe with this, but oh well. Leo is back. What's up, bro? Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. That was a fucking ripper right there. Woo! That was a fucking. Oh. I wasn't already fucked up. That did it. All right. I'll clean that later. Fuck it. Oh, there goes the phone. Let's grab that phone. Let's see what we got. It looks like a whole bunch of goodies over here. From which one should I say? Marty. There, yeah, it's Marty on both. Sorry, some people's screen names are different. What they're doing. Sandy, you gotta sign off now. Take good care of your girlfriend, dude. Yeah. Sorry, we had a rough abdendectomy. Abdendectomy. I can't say the word, but I know what you mean. I'm looking forward to next week's gig stream. Well, all goes well, and I appreciate that. Anybody, like I said, condemned to burn, give them a like. I really appreciate it. So, Marty, I'm gonna do this fast because my neck can't do this for long. But yeah, that's coming out pretty good, huh? Last bit of some ET. Ooh, that's some red. That's some red sauce there. It looks like those are pretty. Oh, yeah, there's some crystally stuff. Oh, all right. Take a quick break. Can't lean over anymore. We got 3 more. I will get to them. I gotta fix my neck somehow. I'm really hoping I don't have to have surgery. We'll figure it out, right? It's the last thing I needed in my life. But hopefully, a herniated disc in the neck won't be an ender for me. I'm really hoping. You never know, but I'm really hoping. Bummer. Whatever. All right. There's a. Look at that log. We've been logging since. Oh, you can see my fucking nasty ass, long ass fucking fingernails I haven't cut because I let everything go. I see a little face in the hash. Does it kind of look like a chubby little cat face? Man. See the cat face? The 2 cat eyes and the nose? Kind of looking to the side? Man. Looking at the dabber like, man. I'm just stoned, huh? All right. Last one. Hey, I have that same frosted silicone holder. Look at that stuff. Wow, it looks like the computer's freaking out on the Rasta thing, but sweet. All right. Sorry, my neck's destroyed. That was good. Got a little joint left, I guess. Oh, good night, Sandy, again. I'm sure you're probably gone by now. Still dying. All right. Feeling good, though. Oh, it's been a good night. Jesus looks pretty nice, right? That's Aunt Marty. Thanks for getting us all excited, man. I am. I just have fun. No. Uh, I'm extremely stoned. But you guys all take it easy. We will see you next week. Like I said, live stream. Hopefully, Condemned to Burn. Check them out anyway. There are videos of me up, but just understand I was not at peak performance by any means. Hopefully, I'll do better next time. There's a lot of stuff I should have spent tonight working on stuff, but you guys, I missed y'all. So let's keep that in mind too. Either way, guys, I will see you next week. Even if I do it maybe before or after the show, or during the show, hopefully. We'll see how much there is. But till then, take it easy. Keep it keefy. See you next time.